really good. Like his mindset.
It's unfair.
Dude, his mindset
Yeah.
at just. I know he only plays Smash, but like any of the games that he plays, his mindset he just picks up because his mindset at just he has the mentality that he only plays Smash, but like any of the games his mindset good his mindset just he has the mentality he only plays Smash, but like any of the games his mindset but like any of the no, I'm not, dude. If I was on that list, I'd be a little disappointed. I'm like, yo, I played, I don't even own this game.
Yeah, that'd be true.
But this shit was funny. It was just silly.
Everyone got so butthurt over that too. I was like, Jesus Christ, man! Like, chill out.
Well, I mean,
if you get the game, you'll win. Like, jeez.
That's what I'm saying. You actually had the smartest comment out of anyone that I saw in there. I was like, yo, Artie,
yes. He's going up again.
He just like, you know, threw all the bullshit away and was like, yo, if you want to be on a list to be good, you gotta be good.
Yeah. If you're not winning, you're a loser. It's that simple.
You're a loser.
I'm not like that, but like if you're not winning, you're a loser. Like, it means you're losing games. If you want to be on that list, you just gotta win, man. It's so easy.
Dude, it's really easy to win. You know how you do
it. Yes. He's going up.
You don't get hit.
Learn.
You don't get hit and you hit your opponent. I wish
basically that's fighting games. Yeah, that's how it goes. If you don't get hit, you will win.
Done.
Learn how not to get hit, and then that's how you be good at games.
It's fucked up how hard that actually is.
I know.
To like it's
truly be good at not getting hit, like having perfect defense.
Like you got Laura in Street Fighter V where you can kind of close out the matches with a good mix up.
Yeah.
When you play a character like, okay, I don't even know how to players close matches out.
Yeah, dude, he has like nothing.
he has an overhead you can see coming like.
It's not an overhead. He has no overhead.
Well, I mean, it's like flying attacks, which obviously everything are all not overheads, but you know what I mean.
The double reverse where you like jump in the air and it teleports behind you and shit.
I mean, it's dope.
He's plus 19.
Yeah, I mean,
that move was really good, but like it doesn't really open you up. It just puts you at plus 19. It kind of just resets the whole situation.
Oh my god! Like it's so funny. Like with a lot of our players up and coming, like James. Mm-hmm. I mean, he still has work to put in, but like. He's like so amazed when he finds new tech. Like Joseph showed him something, and James is like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, I saw him to copy Joseph and Yang. They're really good now.
Yeah,
I was like, just copy them, and you'll figure out some dope shit. And they're like, and he like, dude, James got really good too.
Yeah. Like even though
he just has no neutral, he's just too mindlessly offensive. That's his problem. He needs to learn how to play a neutral game.
And I told some of our other players that. You know what's funny is like Gavin is probably like the most knowledged one at neutral game out of like all the other players out there. Yeah. He you can just tell by how he plays. Like he understands.
Smart. He doesn't anti-air and shit. He just like anti is better than I do.
You
and he like whiff punch is better than I do too.
You would think like anti-airs would be easy in this game because a lot of them are pretty fast too.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Nikali, you just jab.
You just swipe in the air, dude. And Zach said that Nikali like. In V-Trigger, his light punch becomes like a medium punch status, like how far it goes.
He just becomes S tier as fuck when he V-Triggers. Yeah.
By the way, we've been live for the last 5 minutes.
Damn,
I hope you guys haven't been talking too much.
No, I get to chill with Mike and Artie, and it's just I love Street Fighter, man.
Street Fighter 5 is dope, man. I love this game. This game's so fun.
People can rag on it all they want, but like
this game's fun, man.
Yeah, dude.
It goes back to like Street Fighter Core, like footsies.
See, that's what I thought.
There's no bullshit. Just like FADC was so bullshit, and like
I know, right? I know.
4 was so mindless. You just do unblockable setups all day until the delayed wake up came out.
So you know what's sick about 5? It reminds me of what they did with like Third Strike. They brought something new on the table. Yeah, because when I played 4, I always thought to myself like, this game is just like ST, and then I realized every character that they brought into the game, they were like, that dude was from Alpha 3. This is his moveset. That's how he plays in 4.
Yeah.
And then
copy and pasted them.
That's what they did. Like, I'm pretty sure the World Warriors, like the original cast of 2, they have moves that are so pointless. Like I'm sure John could tell you everything that was bad about Vega in 4. Yeah. All right. I'm done ranting about that.
4 was fun, but it was bullshit.
I mean, that's just how it's gonna be, though. The game was alive long enough to see, like, why it was bullshit. Like, I never really got into Third Strike. I played all the broken Street Fighter games. Like, I like ST, but I played HDR a lot, and people, like, all the ST fanboys are like, HDR is ass, dude. That game's bad.
Oh, shit. Swamp is in the
Oh, shit. What's
chat,
that Swamp?
along with Alex.
Oh, Alex, nice.
Wait,
He's like,
Alex from Street Fighter? Or all the way up from New York?
no, man. Alex who made this one.
Alex.
Oh, Yoshi.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Alex is dope, man. Those things are so funny.
Man, I've got such a smug face in that fucking picture. I'm just like, I
Dude,
know.
those glasses are like so old school. It's ridiculous.
Yo, I had even more ridiculous glasses than those back when I was a kid. My dad let me pick my glasses. I was like, that's a mistake.
You just pick the biggest, like, largest frame out there. Your glasses are huge, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. They're so big. Look at the glasses now.
I went back. They, like, shrank at one point.
Yeah,
They
I
got
remember that.
bigger.
Yeah.
Like, there was a pair before those that were, like, you ever see those old lady glasses that look like they got, like, tiger prints and shit on them?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, translucent or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they're, like, this big. Oh.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
My, like, first grade teacher looked at me like I was an idiot. They were like, they'd call out, they're like, Sam, George, Orry.
Damn, dude.
Just clowning on the kids already. Clowning on them while they're young, when they don't understand what they're talking about. So they don't feel too bad about it.
Yo, it's true. But, how are you doing tonight, Mike?
Pretty good, bro.
Good.
Just trying to put this on Facebook. And then I'll do the intro.
Little startup, you know. It's okay.
Damn. I mean, like, Swamp's in here. Like, I was just talking to him not too long ago about, like, all these cool fucking games coming out. Like, you know how people were really butthurt about that Sonic game? The one that wasn't going to be Adventures 3? Yeah.
Yeah. They're butthurt about every Sonic game.
Yeah, that's
every
true.
Sonic game after, like, I don't even know, after, like, the original 3.
Yo, but that game is, like...
Sonic Adventures 2 was pretty fun, though.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. That was, like, the best one out of all of them. And that wasn't even that good of a game. I just like the downhill snowboarding bullshit. That shit was fun.
That was dope.
Downhill snowboarding? That's such a great idea.
Yo, speaking of, like, games like that, my friend finally got me to play Mighty Number 9. I was actually really hyped for this game until, like, sometime last year. Mm. And then, like, when it came out, I was like, I've seen too much. No, this isn't what it's gonna be. And my friend Brad, like, he's also huge into like Mega Man, so he's just like, the opinion is totally real when people say the game isn't bad. I mean, it's something. If you go in without the expectations of it being like Mega Man, it's
a good game.
Well, I mean, it's not really a good game.
It's just playable.
Alright, guys. We're going to the intro. We're gonna let this run today, the whole way.
I haven't seen this. This is good. Oh man, those Marvel matches. I didn't want Marvel. You know what's funny? I have not seen that picture. Yo.
I haven't seen the reason why we ran it that long. The frame traps are real, motherfuckers.
Oh, man.
Yo,
Welcome to AKG's Dojo Declassified.
Where did that picture come from?
I
It was
am
a dope
your
video and
host,
that picture came out of nowhere and just trolled me.
AKG Highlander. My homie over here, Kazma, is going to be co-hosting today. And today we have a special treat for you guys. This man is a living legend, literally. The only man that I know who got out of pools twice. For the same fucking game, the same fucking year, at
same day.
Evo. The same day.
Yeah, it was the same day.
You know, he gets out of pool twice a day.
Twice in a day.
No big deal. Today we have the legendary Orry, over 9,000 watts.
Oh shit. That middle section upgrades every time. Like, Benny started using Giga. I'm like, yo, that's sick.
You never thought of that before in your life?
I guess not. Like, I've always...
Gigawatts? That
No,
up like...
well, not gigawatts. I've always heard of, like, megawatts. Like, I never went as far as giga, because I don't think I could ever be that strong, you know?
Oh, man. It's like a fucking...
But you got out of pools twice, so now you are that strong.
No.
one
See,
day.
I didn't level up. It took 3 of us to do that. We became one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, JD, man.
Actually, let's start with that. Let's start with that 3-way fusion. That threesome, basically. How did that threesome go? I know that what happened in Vegas, but we're here, and this is Declassified. So go ahead.
I mean, we were chilling in the hotel room, and Zach and Kevin come in, and fuck, we were just going at it. Like,
Oh, shit.
no,
What was I there?
Well, there wasn't even alcohol
there,
involved.
I don't think I was there, man. What
No,
is
man,
this?
we had to think to ourselves, how are we going to defeat the beast
Bro, yeah.
by becoming the beast?
We still lost to the beast.
Oh my god, we
I
got
got
bopped
destroyed.
by the
We got
beast.
destroyed. It wasn't even close.
Yo, but for real,
I was so
Like,
dope, man.
that was sick. Like that.
JD, man, came through. He's like, hey, can you play my pool for me? I was like,
Yeah, so...
he walked straight up to Orry.
Alright, explain this story to us.
Okay, so first day of Evo 2016. I'm chilling there and I play, and I end up signing up for Smash 4 at the last second because I was like, Banky and Zach are doing it? Well, I mean, the cool kids are doing it, so I should too. I mean,
They jump off a bridge too, you know? They jump off.
Well,
We gotta draw a line somewhere.
I know, right?
Bro. Come on now.
I mean,
Be
if
reasonable.
it was really worth it, like, they're like, yo,
son.
Orry, come here.
Hey.
Okay. So I end up getting just bopped in that bracket by this dude who apparently was a pro player. I have no idea who pro players are in that game.
Oh, okay.
Do you know his name?
Like Zenu.
I don't know that.
Yeah, me neither. That's
I know some pro players. I don't know who that is.
but he bops me because
Is it free?
well, the first match, this is funny. I ended up going 1-0. Well, not 1-0.
You see the first game, you mean?
I took the first game.
Yeah.
So the guy that I was up against, I was told by several people, dude, that's somebody from Alaska. None of us.
What? Who's that guy?
He's some dude who played Shulk. But
That's random.
that's aside the fact. Like, I ended up having to beat one of our people from AKG, and the dude was good. And then I got bodied by 2 other people, let alone the pool organizer.
Mm-hmm.
She was a huge, like, she was riding that pro's dick.
Oh.
Like she
was going to.
Oh yeah.
Later
he goes
tonight.
up. He goes up and he's like, "I won," and she's like, "Oh yeah, I know." I was like, "Dang, this game's not for me." So chilling in the Evo Hall, kind of like I was like, "Whatever." I lost at a game I really don't, care that much about. And then JD is sitting in group chat and he's like, "Yo, I don't want to play in my Street Fighter 5 pool. Does anybody want to take my spot?" I'm like, yo, now's my chance. I get 2 chances.
He just took it. I was like, wow. And he got out twice.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was so scared by day 2 when it became the pools after the first.
Oh,
because
the second level pools?
yeah, because we had I got out in winners in both those names.
Yeah.
In AKG Orsonite and AKG Supreme JD. And he's got a sick tag.
That shit was crazy.
So, the bracket, when I'm up against, in JD's bracket, I was actually really shocked at how easy everyone was. Yeah. Like, that's kind of fucked up for me to say that, because I don't think they weren't, like, they were a little bit above the point of free. When I think free, I think of, in, like, 2012, I went up against some girl called Steph Harvey. Mm-hmm. Man, I bodied her. I played Dan in pools for round 1 to... I don't know why. I was like, I'm here at Evo, and then I see this girl, and this is a terrible thing to do, because she
automatically just judged her. She's bad. Damn,
I was like, a girl playing Street Fighter. She played Ryu.
Straight.
No, but
straight sexism right there.
No, I did the...
Damn, son.
I mean, to an extent. This is...
I know what you mean, though.
It was...
Everyone does it. It's a bad thing to do. I didn't do it.
I went on YouTube to look up names.
Oh yeah, who's in your pool?
Yeah, and she was actually on YouTube, but she had like 2 videos of her like on her stream playing Street Fighter. Like, I just got this game, I'm gonna play it, and I'm like, oh, she's going to Evo too? Well, okay, I'm just gonna use Dan.
Shit.
I mean, I was taunting too. Like, I was a huge asshole.
Damn, what a dick, dude.
Anyways,
first you're sexist, then you taunted.
You weren't gonna get.
Damn, son.
Wait, were you taken then?
Oh,
you had a girlfriend at the time?
No, I wasn't even. I didn't care about her. She's like super Canadian. I mean, no, nothing gets Canadian.
And then he get racist.
No,
Orry's the worst kind of person.
No, not like that, man.
This is Orry just went crazy.
Alright, explain yourself.
It was her accent. It was like, you know, accents are cute and all, but not hers wasn't like the one that you would imagine. So, okay, I'm being too racist. That's terrible.
That's so funny, dude.
No, okay. Aside the fact, that's how it felt with most of the people in JD's pool. I got to the last person in that pool, and it was a birdie player. Oh my god, I forgot about this guy. We just talked about him the other night. I've played against Bo's birdie, and Bo has a solid birdie. Bo is just a solid player.
Shout out to Evo though.
Yeah.
The O2 god. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
It had to be Bo.
I know, man. I was so sad that it was Bo. I'm like, wow, dude, Bo's not this bad. Bo's way better than this.
Wait, let's put a pin on this. How did he go 0-2?
He lost to like, I guess, like,
he had a
really
pro
good New York player. Dawson, I think, he was playing Dawson. He's like one of the better Dawson players. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that was him. Yeah, he was one of the better Dawson players.
Yeah.
And then he just lost to like this, I think it was Nash losers.
Yo, speaking of which, I didn't even know who James's first player was like an old Street Fighter 4 pro.
Kino?
He almost beat him. I was like, James almost beat an old pro at Street Fighter.
Really good run.
But this birdie player in JD's bracket, he plays pretty solid, but I know that matchup. I know what birdie does because I sat down and played the character, so I know what to expect.
Yeah.
And most of the time he's doing what I like to call the EX Street Sharks. EX Street Sharks is the most scumbag move in Street Fighter V. You do this with 2 buttons. It's a press and hold release. It's a negative edge move, and it has armor. So he does this weird animation where he just kind of like rides his head up on them and then launches them.
Oh, okay.
He's Marvel. Like, he is. Because he's.
How much range does that have?
It goes like at least.
Makes him forward.
It moves him forward almost like half screen. Yeah. Like if you guys are sitting if you guys are sitting like at the like where you would at the beginning of a round, it will connect.
Yeah, it like
charges that far.
It charges at you. Yeah.
And it leads into a big ass combo.
With V-trigger.
If you V-trigger after, it does
hella damage.
It does at least half their health.
It does so much damage. It's ridiculous. It's so dumb.
This is why we call it the scumbag birdie combo.
See if you got it's like getting Tanja up.
So is it pretty risky?
No. No, I mean it is risky. No, it's not
which one's the safe one?
They're all unsafe.
The one is -4, but like it puts that in your range where you're like safe.
Like if they,
or maybe you just space it correctly, it's safe.
Yeah, certain spacing.
There's one that's like -4, and if you space it can't be punished.
It stuffs not wake ups, but it stuffs jump-ins too. I keep getting sidetracked.
It's
I'm
like
really
it-
bad
it's
about
like-
Rapid Druid.
It's like getting Taja Upward in second.
Oh my god, man.
Just for free.
Okay. So this birdie guy.
I end up bodying him. Like it goes from the first match I do super good. Second match he starts to adapt, and then I unlocked like. Have you ever you've played Banky well enough at most games, right?
Yeah.
When he's in a very serious mindset, he's actually really good at changing his play style from one round to the other.
Oh yeah.
He will go from playing like a turtle, and then the next round he just goes ham and like.
I remember we played the 1st to 5 tournament. I go 2 up, hella free. Then he just 5 zips me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everybody has a factor in AKG, and Banky's is not one to like.
Don't fuck with Banky. Kill him as fast as you can.
Man, it sucks. I think I played him in BLF too, and I was like ready for this match in winners. That match was like I'm pretty sure Artie and Zach were doing commentary on it, and they were like, "Wow, the match is over already." Like.
Oh yeah, we said that it was fast. Like, I didn't mean to be that mean about it, but
no, but
it was just fast. It was a fast game. It was fast set, yo. It was like it just ended.
Yeah. Anyways,
me and Zach got sidetracked, and the match was just like, oh, they stood up. What the fuck happened?
Someone that's been helping me though since BLF 2, because he's got a really like solid mindset on it, is Kevin.
Yeah,
Kevin's really smart when it comes to like. Just
he's
fighting
getting better every time, yeah.
Yeah, like I could
small improvements.
Dude, with his results at Evo, I was like so impressed. Like he leveled
He almost got out on winner's side. Then he just flopped.
It was so close,
yeah,
but
he just crashed and burned hella hard.
Kevin Pacha?
Yeah, he was almost about, he was about to get out of pools on winner's side.
Oh really?
And then he just crashed and burned in winner finals and losers finals.
It always happens there too.
Yeah.
Like when you're doing good in pool, that last match is like the one to like really decide, you know.
He just crashed hard. I'm like, oh my god, Kevin. It was like this scrubby Ibuki player. It was heartbreaking. I was like, Kevin, like this guy is not good.
Alright, so let's move on to that second pool.
The second pool.
So the first pool that you played was JD's pool?
It was JD's pool.
John
I beat that.
What time was that pool?
That one was I think at noon, and then mine was at 4 p.m.
Yeah, it was the same day.
Oh, okay.
It was all the same day.
How much of a break did you get?
4 hours.
No, it was like just a few hours. I'm pretty sure because the brackets went by pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, like you had a lot after my bracket. I had like 2-3 hours till the next person's bracket to watch. Like you have a lot of time in between brackets.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because they run through the brackets fast this year. Like ours got done.
I imagine.
Ours got done like in 30 minutes or like less, like 20.
Yeah.
It was fast.
Kevin had pretty much told me because like once this birdie caught on, he told me he has like really like just straightforward info on it. He's like, why don't you just do this? I'm like, it's a good point. End up bodying this birdie player, and right afterwards, he's just like, he didn't want to shake my hand. He was so mad. Like he was like, this was supposed to be my day. Like he was ready to get out of pools. The fucked up part was I was in JD's tag.
Yeah.
Like,
if JD was playing, that guy would have won, you know?
Yeah. No, I changed history. Like I did the butterfly effect when doing this because. If JD wasn't gonna beat the dude, JD was like telling me himself. I was like, oh shit, these guys are gonna be out for my blood.
JD said he doesn't play Street Fighter 5, so
that's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't even play it.
He just plays. He said he play Fong, so like, oh, Orry plays Fong.
Like yeah, that works. Anyways, my pool comes around, and I actually see a few more like players in it that are, They were like a little bit better than the bracket I'd played before. Like JD's bracket was actually like a more free pool. Like if a pro was in it, they would have gotten out for free.
Didn't have to try.
But my pool, there was a few pretty good players. This Ryu almost knocked me out at one point, but I don't know what it was. Like there was something going on at Evo where I just went full focus in the match and found out what I was doing wrong. And how Kevin's always described Fang to me was like, you don't play the character, you play the opponent. I mean, that's fighting games in general, but Fang is like, you make the opponent play Fang's game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're letting them get in on you for free with him, then you can't. He just gets bodied hard.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, dude.
But
So, like, was that Ryu the last person you fought then, or?
He was right before this Geef player. I was watching this Geef player, and I was, like, pretty impressed because Geef is... He's not that good in 5.
Yeah.
Like...
Considered the worst character.
Yeah, considered the worst character, along with... right now, people are talking about it's Laura, Fang, or Geef is the worst 3, and I'm just like...
The bottom 3, that's like, pretty decisive, vote.
People
are saying that.
I disagree with both Laura and Fang, but Geef, there's obvious problems.
Yeah.
But this...
I mean, Geef's, probably determined as, the worst character.
Yeah.
By most people.
He, the Geef player was pretty good, though. He, for being such a bad matchup for Geef...
Fang?
Yeah. Roderick likes to say that it's not bad. I'm like, nah. That matchup is designed to be bad for Geef. And if I'm playing,
Just lame as fuck.
Yeah. He was, the setups you get off of the projectiles he throws up in the air?
Yeah.
Off their wake up, he would, he knew that I would try to do the mix up on him, and then he would go into lariat, not only getting, missing all the projectiles, and then hitting me in the way of the mix up. But that's the last dude I ended up playing in bracket, and he was a pretty cool dude. Most of the people in my bracket, they weren't salty except for the first person I played against, which was also a girl.
Scumbag Orry.
She was salty? What
the sexist racist.
She was. She was good. She was she actually was a solid player, and then after she played a really solid Chun-Li.
Oh, okay.
But I ended up beating her, and she's like, "What is this fucking character,
Damn,
dude?"
son.
She
just got hella mad.
She got salty. I was like, "Yo, good game."
She was good though, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of good girl players, that Dawson player, what her name?
Glitty or whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, that girl was Dawson. She was going ham in pools. Second wave of pools.
I always
forget. A lot of people were watching. She went off. She was winning.
It's a big sword, whatever. I don't remember the name. There's a lot of.
Is she hot?
No, I don't think
she's
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
She was really good though.
All right, let's move on to the next one then.
So really good. Dawson was sick.
Hang on 1 second. Already seen that one. The
Oh,
nipple.
dang.
Oh, wait, that's Tony.
I just gotta go back to
the nipple.
Tony's face, man. I don't know how.
Yeah, Tony's the homie, dude.
That picture just speaks for
That's so
itself.
random. Why is Tony there? Why is Tony a part of this?
Why am I flashing my nipple behind Tony?
And
then there's at Yoga Works the pictures of bananas.
Yeah, dude. Dude, why is Tony a part of this right now? It's weird.
Oh man.
Okay. Tony the homie though. Tony the homie.
Yeah. Shout out to Tony.
I miss him, man.
Yeah.
He's just visit soon.
All right, so we've been talking about this Evo, right?
Yeah.
Where you're in the corner over there with the thumbs up.
Oh, this is when we figured out who JD.
We caught Bombi picking his booger.
Yeah, got him.
All right, but we're gonna dial it back to the first picture, to this one, and we're gonna start kind of here.
The smug asshole face of 6-year-old Orry. It's like that's the same face I made when I won in pools. Sitting there with my stick, like.
Damn. All right. So banana sauce to Alex for that picture.
Yeah, banana sauce.
To Alex, dude.
But what was I gonna ask you? So, were you playing video games then? When did you start playing games?
Dang, I think I was at the time because I'm the second youngest out of a big family. In full blood, I have 3 other siblings, and we're all 2 years apart. My brother, he had an NES.
Oh, okay.
And so I was exposed really early as a kid because they were just like, "Hey, come try this game out." And
do you remember what the first one was?
I'm pretty sure it was like Super Mario Brothers 2. That game is pretty sick, but when I found out I would really liked games was one Christmas my mom got me 3 games. Or not 3, but 2. There was Dr. Mario, and then there was Kirby's Adventure.
Damn.
But then my dad got me Mega Man 3.
Oh shit.
And that game,
Oh.
That's one of those games because I mean, people always notoriously said that those games were like difficult.
Yeah.
It's all trial and error, and you know, as a kid, it made me come back for more. Like I didn't realize it at the time, but I always liked a challenge.
Yeah.
Games are good.
Did you get to beat that game?
Yeah, eventually, like I ended up getting to the point where I was like, it was one of those games that I could beat, and then like a week later, I'm like, I want to play that game again. That game's fun.
Yeah.
Like you get all these different paths and all this stuff, but as far as gaming goes, yeah, the NES I was exposed to as a little kid, and man, that's it's like my favorite console to this day.
Old school. How old are you now, bro?
Oh man, I'm coming in November. I'm gonna be 28.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad, man. I just turned 32.
That's all good, man. We're just
we're all getting old.
Happy belated tonight.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna get there someday, Ref.
Still young.
yeah.
Yep.
Yes, you guys still have.
Enjoy it.
No, you guys are still young too.
Yeah.
You're not that old.
Well, for a fighting game player, what the
Yeah,
mom be
you're
saying?
still young.
He's like, I had a zit on my nose. The
Johns were picking those.
I think I hit a counter hit there.
Oh shit! You buried the booger, man.
You tried to.
Yo, that's the greatest thing about Street Fighter V. You can parry a booger.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the first videos I saw. Somebody was like, "Yo, the most." Birdie has like if he stands still, he picks his nose and flicks a booger, and it's got like a small hitbox.
Oh really?
So he just stands still, and it comes out just cause.
And this dude's like, "Yo, check this out," and he parries the booger. Like Ryu just like flung that shit out of the air.
Damn.
Oh,
and he just killed Birdie right after.
So Mega Man really got you in. So what was the first fighting game that you played?
Street Fighter 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a lot. I know a lot of people. They say like all these other like Street Fighter 2 is one that I hear some people play, but then I always hear these other ones like I played Mortal Kombat. I played KI. You know the thing about those games, I remember enjoying them when I'm younger, sort of, because I didn't even like Mortal Kombat that much. I was like, this game's not fun. There's no memorable characters out of it, except for like the movies are.
The movies are sick, dude.
The movies
are awesome.
The soul is mine.
Dude, fucking Raiden becoming a wind god.
And they
had Christopher Lambert.
Yeah.
He had the douchiest laughs on.
Dude, that
I'm
was
like,
great.
You know, I hadn't seen that movie since I was a kid until like last year. My friend was like, "Yo, we gotta watch the first Mortal Kombat." Yeah,
Annihilation.
I'd never seen Annihilation until last.
Annihilation's dope, dude.
I mean,
we watched that shit at hell as a kid, man. That shit was hype. When Raiden becomes the wind god instead of the thunder god, I was like, what?
Yo, the Street Fighter 2 movie though, they got Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul.
Hell yeah, dude. Those movies were trash.
Dude, those movies, I don't care.
They were good, dude.
Yo, like you could say it's bad.
They were so bad it was good, you know.
Well, it's like the Super Mario movie.
Oh my god.
People can say it's bad, but you know, like somewhere.
You love to watch it. But those movies just hate to love.
I played Street Fighter 2 against my brother back when I was so young. I think it was like 95. I was probably like 6, 7 at the time. I can't even think of the moment. But
who did you play?
Blanca.
No,
this doesn't. I'm a kid at the time. Yeah. I was like, oh dude, I found out what lightning was. And I know that's like every like scrubs. Like Bane, they're like, I can't block that. Well, you're not blocking.
Yeah, dude, it's the greatest scrub killer of all time.
You have to press back. Tip number 1.
Oh, but I didn't play it like obviously competitively because I was a little kid, and I don't think it was much of a thing back then. You know? But I always loved playing against my I was the little brother that always wanted to beat my big brother.
Yeah,
I think I follow him. But when you were younger though, like I'm sure that you.
I was the best in the house at video games.
Ref is one of these fucking prodigies.
They're
disgusting.
See, I would see my brother do so good at all these games, and then whenever I got the chance to go against him, I was like, no, man, I gotta practice and beat this guy.
That's not true. Kaiser, yeah.
My brother was like, was an inspiration for me to actually try to get better at video games in general. Street Fighter 2, I never, like, I didn't have the patience to learn the game back when I was younger, but there was a sick fighting game my friend Damien used to play, and I didn't know the name of it for the longest time, but it was World Heroes 2.
Oh, you played World Heroes?
Yo,
oh, damn.
That game was sick. They got Mudman, and that dude actually made it in some later games, didn't he? Like CBS or some shit.
Mudman and CBS.
He's got like.
So who did you play?
Mudman was one of them.
Okay.
But I think I really liked the final boss, Deo or whatever his name is, Dio.
Yeah.
It's like this thing that looked like Seth. But that game was sick for a fighting game. You could go in the versus mode and add like modules to the. Like, you could add like a saw blade going across the ground that you have to avoid.
That's so random.
I know, no, it was like I can't even think of a game like it. Like, I've never played a fighting game where you could change what the actual stage does. No. It could add like a treadmill to where it makes like player 2 come at you.
Oh, what the hell?
So that's random. Dope. You're just holding back.
I'm like, this game is so cool. It reminded me of like, this is why I like Street Fighter the most out of all those games. The characters are just so iconic. You see them and you already know like what they come from. I mean, you could say the same with like
grandma
it's like that picture that picture on Facebook where it's just the lines of the color palette.
Oh my god!
And you still know who it is.
Yep.
There was something that just really
the blocks of white was like Ryu's body, and then there'd be like a strip of red on his head.
Just the colors alone.
Yeah, you knew who it was. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the game it made such ridiculous stereotypes.
I know,
but like that's
those videos.
Yeah.
I started to like this guy.
You know, like
I started to hate this guy.
Believe it or not, I think that's the reason why I liked Street Fighter 2 a lot. Was like the stereotypes made the characters very. I would say they're unique, but they're so.
Yeah, no.
They're so terrible.
Dude, those videos, man. You need to share those videos to the world, Orry.
Damn. But that wasn't the actual like I was saying before, that wasn't my actual exposure to fighting games.
Oh, okay. So that came later.
That came later. I think I get my hands on like I'm at my friend's house. He has Street Fighter Alpha 3 on PS2 or PS1.
Oh man,
and I'm
that was a good one.
Yeah, I was like playing. It's like, man, I loved Street Fighter as a kid. Like, I wish I could play Street Fighter 2 again because I loved that game too. So. Like, I wasn't that good at Alpha 3, because that game is hard as shit.
It was fun,
Who did you play?
Alpha 3 was the shit.
I really liked Charlie in that game.
Oh, okay.
But because I always, like, looked up to my big brother, and his main character in Street Fighter 2 was Guile.
Oh, okay.
And so, I was like, yo, Charlie's pretty cool, and then, I didn't really like Adon that much at the time. I ended up, I got a pretty funny story about that.
Something happened to you.
Something happened, man. It was bad.
Alpha 3 is one of my favorite Street Fighters. I'm not good at it, but it's so fun.
Dude, it's such a good
fun
game.
It's fun.
It reminds me of like an anime fighter, but if Street Fighter made
was
one.
anime, yeah. I used Akuma. Akuma was sick.
I think the year is like 2001, 2002, and 13, 14 years old at the time, and I'm just like, dude, fighting games just are so fun. I was playing all these other random games at the time, and I found out that I just really like to get competitive against other friends at other games, because there was like Soul Calibur at the time.
Soul Calibur 2.
Soul Calibur 2.
That was
That was really good.
Soul Calibur 2 was so good.
Who did you play in that game? You were a
Uh,
Voldo player, weren't you,
no,
motherfucker? Okay.
I was one of the exclusives to that game, the Necrid.
Oh, you have the Xbox version?
No, not one of those characters. There's a green dude in that game.
I know Necrid, yeah. The other guy.
He's
like a weird spawn. It's like Spawn, but really weird.
Yeah, but he had almost like he reminded me of almost how Seth played in 4, where he has like a mix of people's staple moves.
Yeah. He ended up being really good too.
He was pretty dope, but I tried to figure out. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find a way to play Street Fighter 2. I fucking love this game. I want to show my friends who haven't played it. And then we end up downloading it through emulator. So that was like the best way to do it. And I was a keyboard warrior at the time.
Oh, really?
If I could go back to it, I wish I could, because I think hitboxes are the future of fighting games for... Dude,
perfect inputs, man. Can't drop.
As long as it's
as long as you're able to, like.
Yeah, as long as it's not a game like they had that one that was for Smash that. It can't work
ridiculous
because
hitbox.
The one that has like 20 buttons.
Yeah.
It literally.
And he could like change his like direction of tilt with like some weird button combinations. These were ridiculous button combinations. Like if you could memorize this, he'd be a god at Melee.
Dude, it'd be ridiculous.
Because it's impossible.
The reason why I believe that though is it's perfect. Input all the way.
You can't drop. If you drop it, that's just your fault. You know?
Like you can do an SPD by almost slamming down all four buttons.
Just at different times.
In Street Fighter 4, all you had to do to SPD, it wasn't a circle. You just had to press all 4 of the directions, and you could be like left, right, down, up, punch, and it would SPD.
Huh.
But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I learned that. I
Can you do that for Super too?
Yeah, like there was this dude at Evo who was playing one against me, and he did a standing ultra. I was like, what an asshole. Like
what a dick.
But I played the game against my friends, but there was obviously a ton of stuff missing, so I was like, I gotta find people I wonder if I can play against people online. This is the internet we're talking about here.
So what did you play? GGPO?
I didn't even know about GGPO.
Okay.
How far back did GGPO go? Because the only resource I could ever find was ZSNES online. It was...
Yeah, I actually don't remember when GGPO started.
Yeah, but...
It's a long time ago now.
But this client, like ZSNES Online, let you... It was just like one solid room with a bunch of other little rooms that people were playing different SNES games on, and it would link your guys' connection to one another. I mean, this is back when like connecting with friends on a game was actually kind of a task. Like there wasn't much online games at the time.
Yeah.
And I played Street Fighter 2 a lot on there. It wasn't that bad, and I was able to kind of play the game and learn it. I was like, I picked up Guile, and Guile was my original character, because Blanca, that doesn't count. Just because I could mash punch button when I was like 5, just, no. I ended up learning fundamentals through this dude from Brazil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On NES?
On the SNES Online.
Wow.
This dude's typing to me, like, he'd press pause in the match, and he'd be like, alright, I want you to, like, I didn't understand exactly what it meant, because fighting game has interesting lingo. He told me, he's like, we're gonna play footsies. I'm like...
What?
Like...
This is how I creeped out, like, what the fuck?
Like...
Oh, I'm in Predator.
He's like, no, check this out. You're gonna crouching light kick. I'm like, but why am I gonna do that? He's like, it's playing footsies is what that is. I'm like, well, why does it work? Your foot, think about it, you're hitting them from so far away. Why wouldn't you do that? I'm like, that's a good point. Like, I ended up developing a neutral game and learning, like, I became really comfortable with inputs. That's something I always see people struggling with when they get into fighting games, because they they tunnel vision a lot when it comes to like playing against other people.
Yeah.
And they can't focus on both remembering execution, combos, what to do in the matchup, and...
Yeah. They completely just space everything out. Pressure kills them.
Yeah, it's a mess, man.
It's like, this thing is hitting me back! What the fuck do I do?
I can't jump over that projectile. They just beat the shit out of me when I do it.
It's like... yeah, that's what I actually tell people when I train them to play, is that, it is nice to practice your combos, but you might as well practice punishment while you're practicing a combo. So you could set the dummy to do something that's minus, for me in Street Fighter it will be -4, -5, -8. And then, I'll use the corresponding buttons for those punishes, and it kind of trains your reactions to them too.
Well, you want to build that muscle memory too.
Yeah.
Like, because most of the time when you're... Most of the time when you're just playing in mid-match, you don't even think about like what you're pressing.
Yeah.
You're
just doing
know what to press.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the people that I teach and train with, I explain to them, like, when you're playing this game, you're playing essentially like what a lot of people like to refer to it as chess. You're playing off of what your opponent does, not what you're gonna go.
Yeah, don't just think of something dope and do it.
Yeah, exactly. that's where a lot of people struggle, and I explained it to a few people, like my take on the neutral game. I feel like if like once you know that you're setting up what the opponent is doing, like you can get them to jump in at you. Yeah. You make them impatient. You are winning the neutral game because you are in control.
Yeah, I actually been teaching that to Kellen.
Nice. That's
like when the first time we went online, I was mashing jab and light kick on somebody. And he didn't understand why I was doing it, but the guy was so bad that I could see his, like, when you play long enough, you can kind of read people just by how they're reacting to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Kind of like a body language. Mm-hmm. And I could just tell from this guy that he's just so afraid because he doesn't know why I'm doing what I'm doing.
You can just scare him into... Dude,
I was jabbing at jump range, and this guy would just jump at me, and I just DP for free.
It works, though, because, people are, like, they don't know how to approach that. It's just really interesting how I see people's... What people do in tournament matches. Like, I see the good players that they understand what to do in the neutral game, and then I see these players that just get into the game, and then they don't actually know what they're gonna do. They just think, like, what if I just jump in and I can get a sick combo? It's like, well, how are you gonna jump in?
Yeah.
Well, I've heard it explained this way before. Playing a fighting game is kind of like talking to a girl.
Well then, shit, I am bad.
So, it's kind of like your chess, the way that you were explaining it with chess, your analogy. Thanks, Ref. Where...
That's what I'm here for, man.
Basically, you're trying to hit up this girl, you gotta figure out what makes her smile.
Right.
Then you kind of have to, like, keep her smiling or smiling even bigger. And it translates in fighting games to where... You can't just pull your dick out, you can't just, like, jump in and get a fucking combo just because.
I'm gonna use that next. I'm just gonna jump in on you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
like, hey, can I just jump in on you?
No, she gets a full punish by by leaving.
And I guess, it's like, oh shit. Just like in real life, You jump in, you'll get DP'd, man. You pull your dick out, she's gonna hit you with a tiger uppercut that hits 20 times.
Yeah. Oh my god, man. It's so true.
This guy from Brazil, how long did you guys play?
I kept in touch with the dude for a few months. Like, he was my original teacher of Street Fighter. Like...
What was his name?
Oh, man.
Or what did you know him as?
The only reason why I remember he's from Brazil is because his tag had Brazil in it. So,
so we'll just call him Brazil.
Well, he would talk like janky English.
Janky English.
Okay.
Like where, like, yeah. I'm not gonna go there. I did that bad enough at the beginning of this episode.
That's hilarious.
Hello, shit talk.
Hell
free.
I don't mean to, man. It just kind of
happens.
His words.
I mean,
he's a murderer.
But this dude taught me that not only how to play footsies, I didn't understand how to put two and two together. Like, he showed me that you can anti-air, and that blew my mind. That there were attacks in the game that were meant to swat people out of the air.
Oh, okay.
Like, I didn't know what I was playing at the time. I didn't know if it was, if it was like balanced to playing tournaments, all that stuff. I just didn't do my research, I guess.
Well, I mean, I know there was internet back then, but shit, dude, where was the resource back then?
You'd have to go to
Shoryuken.com was up already.
Yeah, but
I didn't finding out that. These things, yeah. Like, I only knew about them because one of my friends was a geek, and he knew the whole internet back then.
That's how my friends were.
Like, he's like, oh, when you need to find stuff for fighting games, there's this site for this one for that
there
one.
wasn't. I don't think there was much of Google at
Oh,
in the early
well,
years because you had to know domain names.
Yeah, you either had to know the website or a very specific phrase
Yeah.
that would get you to that site.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, nowadays you type something wrong, you're in a porn site. I remember back then when those were really rare. It's like, wait, is that really a real site? Damn, we dropped hella viewers because of this porn shit.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. So that guy. So you guys kept in touch just through the game, or were you guys?
Yeah, like
You guys didn't exchange emails or anything?
we just usually said like be on the same time tomorrow or something like that. He would be on the client like a lot, and then I'd hop on my computer, see what else little rooms they had in there. There's usually like 10 rooms at a time, and I'd see there'd be the few times where it would be Street Fighter 2, Orry or whatever. Like he would have a name written on there. I'm like, hell yeah, like this dude wants to play. Yep. He taught me like the proper like why anti-airing is good. He's like, if they're gonna jump in on you, they can't just jump back. Like they're gonna jump in on top of you, and they can't do anything about that. I'm like, well then what do I gotta do? Well, you have a flash kick. That thing beats practically everything.
Yep.
You got all of Guile's normals that can anti-air. I'm like, holy shit! Now I just have to make people come at me.
Yeah.
And that's like when I just started getting decent at it, you know.
That's pretty good. So, like, did you play any other people online at the time?
I would play against random people, and
were you able to like gauge a difference in your skill from when you started training with this guy?
Oh, big time! Because I remember catching myself a lot when I was younger, going in that tunnel vision where you just kind of get in the game and then you end up losing what you're doing, and essentially you can button mash without even knowing that you're button mashing.
Yeah.
Like you're panicking.
Yeah.
You're in panic mode, and that would happen a lot before I started learning from this dude. He also taught me how to play charge characters. Like coming into any other Street Fighter game, I felt like I had some sort of advantage because people that didn't play charge characters always say like, "Yo, I don't know how you do that. Like, how do you go forward while holding back?" I'm like, you just do.
Partitioning.
Yeah, I played a lot of Guile and Vega.
Yeah, what is that? I hear that all the time. Charge partitioning. I don't know what that is.
Well, basically, it's kind of like a charge buffer, to where you can hold back for a certain amount of time, then you can go forward for a certain amount of time. Like, you can take, like, 1 or 2 steps depending on the game, and it looks like, oh, he's not charging anymore.
Yeah.
I can do whatever the fuck, and then you get fucked up.
And that was actually a big thing in 2. Like, if you were really solid at 2, there was things that you could expose in that game with
Like charge partitioning?
Yeah. There was, in 4, that's how Guile can do the flash kick FADC Ultra 2.
Yeah.
Because you can't... You have to buffer that in such a fast motion. It's not even fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So after playing it online, where did you go? What did you do?
I only played it for so long, and I was, I think, 14 or 15 at the time, and years flew by, and by the time 2008 comes around, I see HDR come out for 360 and PS3. I'm like, they brought back Street Fighter 2 and it has a good online. I gotta play this.
Were you still a gamer at that point?
I've been a big nerd my whole life. I've been playing every generation of consoles, and
So you basically went
Played
into
everything.
hibernation on fighting games.
yeah,
Played a whole bunch of stuff.
I played I liked Smash Brothers a lot.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't think I played it super competitively.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people didn't. Me and my friends, we used to play it the original way of playing it.
Yeah.
And then
play with items and shit like that.
and then we thought because we never looked online for it. We just kind of assumed, and it was like, what if we just turn off the items and then we go to Final Destination.
Yeah, that's what everyone did.
And that's just how it became, you know?
The first only item was Pokeballs, because Pokeballs were just fun.
Yo,
just Pokeballs was so
Pokeballs,
fun.
man.
That's the real way to play fucking Smash Bros.
That's how we were like, how do we know if we're doing good with these characters? What if we turn off everything to determine the skill?
I know, right? And then that's when we got competitive with each other.
So that's what I was playing a lot before I started playing Street Fighter. Because me and my friends, we found like our old copy of Melee, and we're like, let's play the shit out of this game. This game's so fun.
What's fun is Smash 4 and Master Ball.
Are any of those friends the people that are playing in Wasilla right now?
Kyle was one of them, but me and Kyle have always played games for. I met him through his older brother because I used to be really good friends with his older brother, and then I found out that Kyle was a cooler dude. So, like we used to play all sorts of fucking random games. Like one of the first games I remember meeting this dude at. He was playing this online game called Gunbound.
Oh, Gunbound!
So sick. Like,
my brother was really good at that game.
That game is, oh man, it goes hard.
Dude, I like Gunbound.
Yeah.
I played Gunbound.
Yeah, that was one of the OG like online games I remember playing.
It's still actually up.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like I remember.
It's still going hard.
That's crazy. That game is so old.
It's so old. Maple Story is still going too. You feel that game sucks now. It used to be so good.
But when I was playing Smash at the time, I found like that I just really liked playing like these different fighting games because the other game that me and a bunch of my old friends used to play was this. It's so bad, but it was so fun. It was a Def Jam 2.
Dude, Def Jam is dope.
It's so sick. Like
Def Jam is hella fun. Dude.
This game,
Method Man for days. That's all you need, Method Man, and Red Man.
Oh man,
My
so
brother
it's all about
bought
Warren
that
G.
game. So yeah, I beat the game with all the characters.
Yeah,
with all the different fighting styles you could pick too, and
dude,
Find
Method Man and Red Man.
patterns for how you can body the computer.
and all the different like critical arts or whatever you want to call them in that game because it might as well be the same thing. Your guys
Let's talk about a real fighting game then.
I just keep rabbit trailing.
You're good, man.
Good about that, man. So
when did you get into Street Fighter? Oh, HDR, you said.
Yeah, it was HDR.
Guile again, or?
Yeah, it was Guile. I at the time I was very determined to only play like one character, and I was like, Guile's my favorite character in this game. I don't really like the other characters that much. Maybe Blanca. I was like, monsters are cool. Like, he's got electricity. If I was a bad guy, I could be an electric bad guy. So,
so you would be Electro.
No, well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I'd be Jamie Foxx, man.
The white Jamie Foxx.
Dang. So at the time, do you remember Ethan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he me and him were kind of messing around with that game, and we got like a bunch of our other friends at the time to kind of mess around casually on it, and we would see how many times we could win online, and then it just became like a thing that we did every time we hung out. We would play Street Fighter 2 and try to beat people online. There wasn't much like going for it at the time, but eventually I see the E3 trailer to Street Fighter 4, and I'm just like, holy shit. They're bringing it back. Like, I actually...
You skipped Third Strike?
I didn't even know Third Strike existed. Because I thought after Street Fighter 2,
sure.
they went to Alpha 1, 2, and 3.
That was that.
That's what I thought. But when they said 4, I was like, oh, okay, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that there were so many games out there. Like there was. I knew about Marvel vs. Capcom, but I didn't know there was an X-Men versus Street Fighter. Yeah. Like all of the games before that.
You guys in that game.
Oh, like I've seen things that would give me nightmares from that game.
Yeah, I'm sick.
Ryu Akuma, bro. Wolverine too, man. Wolverine's.
Yeah, Wolverine's dope in that game. Yeah.
I play. We end up like Ethan's telling me about Street Fighter 4 when it's about to come out. I'm working at Papa Murphy's at the time, and I'm just like. The game just came out. I'm on shift, and he like texts me. He's like, "Dude, this game is so good."
Did you pre-order the game?
Yeah, I was like ready to like go home and play it. And when we were chilling at this house my buddy was watching, and we played that game all fucking night. The first night that it was out, No sleep. We went to play against each other. We'd take breaks by playing people online. then we'd start playing each other again, and we'd just keep finding out new stuff by like every other match. It was just something new, and I was like, yeah. That game was so fun for like its initial release.
Yeah.
Eventually, man, this is kind of embarrassing. So, I was playing. Since I really liked Smash Melee at the time, my friend was like, "Dude, this new game came out. It's called Smash Brawl." I'm like,
"Oh no,
no, no!" Not everyone liked playing Brawl. Everyone played Brawl over Melee.
Yeah, no, that was the thing. It
had to be. Everyone had to play. You know?
Yeah, because they were like, it's got to be good.
Like, and everyone played it. Like, no one did not play Brawl.
It's just so stupid to me that Nintendo would literally want to fuck up a game because they don't want their game to be competitive.
Yeah, by intentionally butchering it.
Yeah, it's like, we want you guys to keep buying new games. It's like, no, dude. These guys are just gonna play Melee unless you guys do that same thing, you know? Make it look better, make it play the same.
Pretty much. Or at least, like, go off of what they had, not like...
don't fuck it up intentionally.
Listen to your... Yeah, I know, right?
So Smash 4 would have been dope if it had the mechanics of Melee, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of like
they wouldn't be moving
killing the goose that lays the golden eggs. It's like, really? You guys can make a game so good that it's played so competitively for so long?
They didn't even mean to make Melee like that. All those were just like bugs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But it was like the greatest accident ever made.
I mean, next to like...
Damn,
is that what your parents
Dark past. That was a dark past, yo.
So
that's actually pretty good. The greatest accident. Never mind. I was thinking like you were just an accident.
Dang. So,
yeah, Raph. It was like a really dark night, and his dad and his mom both tripped at the same time.
And slipped up.
They slipped. Their clothes all fell off.
All of a sudden.
And then the thingy went into the other thing. And
dang, don't talk about my
parents. No, I'm sorry.
Like, goddamn.
And then an instant Orry was born. Yeah. He was born on that night. Like, it just happened.
Like,
there was no...
the legendary origin of Orry.
There was no pregnancy. He just came out of nowhere.
He
grew really fast and just appeared. Like, hi, I'm Orry Watts. And they're like, whoa.
Damn, dude.
Orry Watts.
That's how he looked. He looked like this when he was born. He wasn't a baby. He looked like he was just... This is how he was when he was born.
Okay.
I just was.
Yeah.
Where were we?
I see throughout these, like, Smash boards... at the time, because I was more like just into playing this game. I played Street Fighter 4, HDR, loved these games, but I just didn't think anybody played Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I look through all these boards and I see that there's an Anchorage scene, and they were like talking about there's a tournament coming up. I'm like, they do tournaments like for Brawl?
Oh, shit.
What?
So who? Oh, so you went to a Brawl tournament? Did you meet anybody from AKG there?
Oh man, I met a lot of the Smash players that are like veterans now. Like I met Matt at the first one, and all he could keep telling everyone was, my friend fucking Matt was like going around telling everyone, was like, I could beat everyone with my DDD so bad, and he just kept saying that. My friend Andrew looks at me, he's like right afterwards, he's like, well, why don't you enter? And he's like, I was up all night watching good anime, and my friend was like, that's bullshit. Why didn't you enter? It's like, I don't have any money.
Damn.
Savage.
That's so mad savage, man.
Banana sauce to mad savage.
Damn.
Yo, oh my god.
That ended totally different than I was expecting. Like, I thought he was still.
Oh, yo, we got.
I thought the story was gonna end with Matt being more cocky, but it just ended with, I don't have money.
No, but
is that Ellie?
Yeah, that's Ellie.
What's up,
that's
bro?
Ellie. What's up, Ellie? There was... So, at the time, this is... I felt so, like... I don't know what I was feeling at the time, but it felt good, because I walk into this place, and on these boards, they thought I was a troll. They thought I was Derek.
Oh, okay.
I walk in at Play and Trade, and Kira is doing the sign-ups. And I'm like, I'd like to sign up for this tournament. She's like, okay, what's your name? Orry Watts. And then she just kind of goes like... Wait, like, and then Michael Fang is like somewhere in the back. Is like, Orry Watts is here. Like, yo, we thought that guy didn't exist. We thought that was Barry.
So before you were a legend, you were a myth?
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, yo, that's deep.
You're fucking epic,
so
bro. Relax, sorry, relax.
He said, oh shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It just keeps getting better, man. And getting that nickname from you, man, we go back.
Let's talk about the origin of the legendary Orry Watts. So, before we get to when you first meet AKG,
right?
Actually, my first encounter with you, our actual first encounter, was at Cho's house online.
That's right, because Cho was one of the longest running partners I had playing Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, he was. That's for everyone, I hear.
Shoutouts to Cho.
Cho
is badass.
You know, I learned a lot through Cho, like out of a lot of AKG, because the dude was really hungry.
Oh, he still is.
He introduced me to Jason online as well.
Oh, and yeah.
He's like,
he introduced everyone to Jason.
Yo, he's like, you might like playing this dude because he plays Gen too. And I'm like,
okay.
Shit, so we can play the Gen mirror.
Yeah.
This is the match everyone wanted.
Alright, so we played online, and I'm like, man, you beat me the first game, I think, and at the time I was one of the better Street Fighter players.
You were really good.
So I was like, man, fuck this guy. So I got like 2 or 3 wins on you, and then they were like, you gotta get off, bro, you gotta get off. And I'm like, motherfucker, I still haven't gotten my revenge yet. He's only 6 feet under. He's gotta be 20 before I'm done. And then you came here for the tournament I had.
See,
and that bracket was the death bracket.
Yo, I couldn't believe that tournament. That's one of my most memorable tournaments because I think at the time, I'd already met AKG and somebody. I think it was Cho. Cho was
Cho was the first one.
He gave me the okay that you invited me over here.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds like a lot of fun. I want to go do that.
Yeah.
And that tournament, oh my god, there was so much people here too.
That was an epic tournament. Do you remember what year that was?
I think that was 2010 because Super that was right after Super just came out.
Just came out.
Because I didn't get to play a lot of vanilla with you guys, but Super I'm pretty sure the Kitsch Bros had like a cracked version of it or something. Like they had an early release of it. I was like, what? This is bullshit.
Yeah, we got to play it here, actually. We had a 7v7.
Man, that...
really epic. But that tournament, I forget who was in the bracket.
I know.
But it's like, you were put into losers, right?
I think so, because...
Do you remember who put you in losers?
You know, it's really hard to remember, because I remember that I was playing Abel at the time. Because this was when I first started getting, like, comfortable with, like, picking new characters, because I only played Guile for the longest time. At the end of Vanilla, I just started branching out and trying other characters. I was like, holy shit, there's so much more here. And
there's more of the game too, right, when you play more characters.
And that's what like broke me from being one of the main like one of the people that pick one main. I like playing as one main, but then at that point I was like, I could just play another character. You know how people want to play a majority of characters to try to counterpick?
Yeah.
My whole thing was I wanted to be the mimic. I wanted to always be able to be a person to mirror match the other person, because mirror matches fuck people up. But the problem with that is not only do you have to learn the whole cast.
Yeah.
But
you gotta be better than the other guy at that character.
That's like...
back to that tournament. So I think, I look at the bracket because I was running the bracket, and I usually try to predict how the bracket is going to end.
Okay.
So I'm looking through the bracket, and literally, I think you had like 5 or 6 matches to go up, and every match I thought you were gonna lose.
There was one the one that I even surprised myself because I knew how good he was Jason. I actually beat Jason in the bracket.
Yeah. I think you had to beat me before you had to beat Jason.
Oh,
that
shit.
was a really close match.
You have to defeat Mike Highlander.
Yeah, like, dude.
We
I think we got down to the last round, the last bit of health, and then you did this one thing where I'm like, man, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, that's just it. That's where Mike Deuce could come in and be like, you just fucking pressing buttons. Orry 40 just go behind it.
But yeah, it's like you start, you beat one guy, then we had to fight.
I had to mirror match, and I think my first match was Iron Johan.
Oh, shout outs to Johan.
That was when Johan had, like, he was the person AKG that had the factor, like the Johan factor, man. God. When out of nowhere you're like, who the fuck is this guy now? Yeah. He's just he has perfect execution and just the sickest
reads.
Yeah.
Sickest reads.
Johan, man, whenever he turns
out
it on,
fucking
dude.
nowhere, dude.
Even he becomes like the top player.
Yeah, he could be like top at Evo for like a split second, and all of a sudden just crash and burns. Like, what the fuck just happened, Johan?
he extends to the next point, man. But
I say this every time about Johan, dude.
I think you were the one that knocked me out in that tournament. Unless it was...
No. Or maybe I put you in losers?
I know that I lost to you because...
Oh, okay. So, like, I beat you, I lose to somebody, we run it back.
Oh, my God.
And then we went to the last bit of health. And then you fucking killed me, and I was like, fuck. And then the next guy, I'm like, oh, okay, but... he's gonna lose to this. I keep thinking, this was how my thought process was. I'm really sad that I lost to Orry because he's going to lose to this next guy. But then you win, and I'm like,
who was the next guy?
I don't even remember. Then I'm like, oh, now I'm really sad because this other guy that he's coming up against is even better. But I could beat that guy. But no, you beat that guy too. I'm like, never in my mind did it process that Orry beat me, so he should be able to beat all these guys that I think I can beat. So, until you get to, like, I think, the third place match.
It was like the Koreans, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was one of the Koreans. I forget which one of them you beat.
I think I beat Yang at that one because it was... I'll tell you about it after this, because it...
Oh, no, just tell me now.
Well...
it sounds juicy already.
So, my first exposure to AKG, like, through Street Fighter, was at another Plane Trade tournament.
Oh, okay.
It was for this one that was, like, hosted by, like... Or the third place was fucking jank. I got, like, 2 cases of Balls energy drink for it. It's for, like, the first...
Balls!
Balls energy drink.
Hell yeah, dude.
It tastes like balls.
Hell yeah, dude.
Kira remembers me from playing Smash there, and then she introduces me to, like, the other FGC members, and I come in there. Banky remembers it, like, I couldn't believe that he still remembers it. I come in, I see people with VCRs in their lap. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
VCRs.
And then I'm like, wait, is that like an arcade controller?
Are you feeling bad?
Everyone's first reaction when they see a fight stick, they're like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Like,
you're so old school, but wait, so you never played in the arcade?
I only well, I knew what it was.
Yeah.
But at the same
time, I didn't think they had it, like...
I was like, what advantage do they have?
That's what I, like, when I first saw Sean and Kevin up, I'm like, they have these, like, as...
This exists.
You could have your own stick? Like, after that, this only existed in arcades. I didn't think you could have your own stick. I was so surprised.
They were like, this is a thing?
That shit was sick, dude. It was like the most, like, jaw-dropping moment of, like, fighting games ever. It's figuring out that you can have your own stick.
I come into this tournament, right? And Kira enters me and I'm about to play my first match, and Banky looks at me, and he's like, what the fuck is that? It was my same reaction to the fight stick.
Wait, what were you playing on?
I was playing on an Xbox 360 controller with a chat pad on it. And from there on, like, I had the chat pad guile. It, like, Banky was like, yo, he's got like macros and shit on that. Like, at the end of the match, he could just type LOL or something. But this is what made me really hungry to want to compete more.
Oh.
It wasn't through Smash, it was through Street Fighter, because that tournament, I did not think that I was going to do good at all. I end up, I forget the player. I think I had to fight against JTM's little brother Dan.
Oh, Daniel, yeah.
Yeah, Daniel. I think he was playing at the time because he played Sagat, and there was someone else that I had to play against. But then the third match, I had to play against Yang.
Oh.
Or not, no, it wasn't Yang. I had to play against Neo, was what it was.
Oh, okay.
And I beat Neo.
Really?
I'm not even kidding you. And then I go up to Kira and I'm like, she's like, how'd your match go? I was like, I won. And she's like, wait, you won? You beat Neo? I was like, yeah, was he good? No, was he good? No, that's actually what I asked, because, like, no, I was like, was he, like, because I didn't mean it, like, disrespectful, but I was like, how good was this guy supposed to be? Because she made it sound like, oh my god. But then I got bodied by Yang, because...
Oh, the revenge.
Oh my god, it was right after, because I think Swamp was at that tournament.
Oh, probably. This is like early days.
Mm-hmm. And, anyways, I go up and play against Yang, and I'd never seen anything of Viper. I assumed that the character was... That's what happened.
Yep, the Yang, Twilight Zone.
We say the Twilight Zone.
His buttons are upside down. Your mind is upside down. Your butthole is bigger. You're in the Twilight Zone.
I thought you were talking about Twilight because he wears like makeup like vampires do and shit. Like,
well, that Twilight too. He's pretty as hell.
When I first met Yang, I legit thought he was like just
a hot chick.
Like no, I thought he was like 20 or 19. I thought he was like young as hell.
Dude, like I think Banky had like kind of like a little poll going where how old is Yang?
Yeah.
And somebody's guess was like 14.
Where is that kid? Like,
yeah. Well, we initially actually thought that Neo was older than Yang.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Yeah, and then I think Neo was the one who told me that Yang was his elder, and that's why he has to show Yang more respect.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
that's deep.
So, at that tournament where you bodied everybody that I didn't think you would, I was like, yeah, man, you're fucking legendary. And thus you became the legendary Orry Watts.
See, I always wondered, I was like, how did I get such a sick nickname from Mike? We get, like,
every match was really close, but you pulled it out, like, it's kind of like, you like a lot of old school shit, right?
Yeah.
Now, Raph is really young, he might not get this, but have you seen Rocky 4?
Yeah, no, that's...
Oh, yeah, this was Rocky 4. You were Rocky, dude. Where... it's like at the end of the fight where, beginning of the fight, it's like he can't beat this guy. But then, he figures out he can bleed, He draws blood and then, so, I was that blood, you drew me and I'm like, man, AKG can bleed and you're just going through us. And at the end of it, after Rocky fights the Russian and he wins, he goes, like,
so sick.
It started with people hating him. And him hating the people. From them, then the people started cheering for him. And then he started to love those people. And he realized that, we're all just people. But for me, it was like, wow, Orry just put this big dent on AKG. Hella hard. Hella unexpected.
This dude from West.
Yeah, I mean, like, I could tell this story till the end of time. like, This guy just came in, big glasses, white dude.
White dude. Yo, so, I never keep that in mind, that there are, like, 3 white dudes in AKG. There's me, Kyle, and John, I'm pretty sure.
James.
But James ain't white.
What? What is he?
He's, like, he's part native. He's,
we'll talk about that when we figure it out.
That's going to be saved for another time.
But, it's like you usually expect these Asian motherfuckers to be really badass and shit. We had Koreans, dude. And you still managed to get that far, and like that bracket was one of the most stacked brackets we had. Like almost everybody in that bracket was a killer except for like
I don't think about
3 or 4. Yeah, dude, like when I was looking at it, the level of competition, one of the reasons why I was like salty that I lost was that, man, all these matches are dope. I want to play with all of these dudes, you know, and like the matches that you put up were so good that at the end of it, like, you know, once you were getting up there, I started cheering for you. I'm like, yeah, I still don't think he can beat this guy, but man, I sure hope he does now.
Yeah, man, I was more like Karate Kid at that point. Some Daniel-san, like
Daniel-san, like Mr. Miyagi.
Came in like being trained under like this unknown training, and everyone else comes in through AKG that have had practice with one another. Yeah. They just actually do better than I thought. No, that's why at that playing trade tournament, I placed 3rd place for my first Street Fighter tournament. Damn. That's what made me hungry. I was like, if I can do this, if I can get 3rd place for my first tournament, like, I gotta be able to get better. I gotta be able to, you know, compete with others.
Have you ever gone 0-2?
I've gone 0-2 a few times. Okay. I've played, like, you know, being in AKG for as long as it's been. Like, I've been 0-2, and those are like the salty nights, man.
Yeah,
those are like, I drive out from Wasilla, I lose to like Kyle, and then like someone else, I'm like,
then
Kyle,
we gotta
go
home. Kyle's like, I got another match. Fuck you, Kyle. We gotta go.
Yeah, everyone goes 0-2 at some point, man.
Yeah, well, like, I bring it up because you know there's a lot of people who are like, man, this motherfucker comes in and gets 3rd. I go every week. I get 0-2.
Yeah.
It's like you really just have to put in the work. Like, a lot of your fundamentals seem to come from like that online experience you had.
I had a lot of I was an online warrior. Yeah. I had to resort to it because
you were an online warrior before 09ers. They're like, some people might label you like an 09er because they're like, oh, Street Fighter 4 was when he started tournaments and shit. But footsies is one of the biggest concepts in a fighting game, and I'm pretty sure you kind of carried that around with you game to game. You know, it's like
that's actually something I was wanting to bring up. Like, once I started like getting hungry for fighting games, I only wanted more. I just wanted to play other fighting games and see where like, because like I was saying before, I was like heavily into Smash, and when I started seeing these different things I was learning from each game, I was putting together both like not like anything from like Smash, like the tech that I learned in that game. I'm like, I'm gonna bring that to Street Fighter.
Yeah, but the ideas,
just the basic fundamentals of it. Like, I'm like, why? Somebody explained it to me so simple, and it's funny because James was told this from my friend Paul because I told him, and he had and they all had the same reaction that I had. That the dude from Brazil, he told me. So when you get a hit on somebody, you have more health than them, right? I'm like, yeah. Then why do you have to take risk? I'm like, why the fuck have I never thought about that? Like, that's when I understood like neutral game. You know, like you can force your opponent into doing things because you have an advantage.
Exactly.
And I told that to James. I was like, James, why don't you just? Or no, I told that to Paul. Paul was like, why didn't I think about that? He told this to James, and James was fucking blown. He was like, I could just time them out, and I'm like, that's something that you can do because they can't just sit back for the whole match. Yeah. There's a time limit.
I actually had to learn fighting games in a very cruel fashion. The people who taught me only taught me through ass kicking.
See, a lot of Wasilla wants that, and I'm like, that's a different type of training.
Yeah, and if you have the heart for it, dude, I lost consistently for 6 years before I actually became a good player.
You are the man, Mike. Like,
and I'm like, man, I watch people these days, like, I'm showing them, this is how you DP. They do it in 2 seconds. I'm like, that took me years to learn, motherfucker. You better use it well.
You told me about this dude in Tekken who could do something that was just so unheard of.
Oh, yeah.
It was
high level shit, but he didn't know how to do basic.
Neutral game. It's like, I hear this from Smash players all the time. They're like, I got all this tech skill. It's like, how do you use that tech skill if people are botting?
Exactly. I mean, like, I guess my basic fundamentals come from my first experience in fighting games, which was Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
I learned Vega's sweep was really good.
So did I.
And then when he was really close, the sweep turned into a throw because I was holding down forward. So I learned lows and throws that day, and I've been mastering it for ever since I was 4, and I'm 32 now, so almost 30 years I've been mastering lows and throws.
It's too good. Like, throwing is the biggest scrub killer in fighting games.
Every game, yeah.
It's, that's probably one of the first things I always look at if I'm playing against somebody I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
If I know that they can't throw, they're done.
Yeah,
like,
they're fucked.
So, oh shit! I just had a huge brain fart.
Don't worry about it, bro. So,
that's why it's fun.
You know, since you've been in AKG for so long, who has been your rivals? You know, I'm pretty sure there's been more than one.
There's been a few. I talked about this kind of briefly through a thread on Facebook,
yeah.
But I've always. When I first got into the community, it was Cho. Because me and Cho would go back and forth, like, even to this day. Like, I don't care how good Cho is or how good I am compared to him. For some reason, when we play against each other, it's like we're sparring.
Yeah.
Like it always feels like a close match.
Yeah.
And...
because you guys know each other so well.
Yeah. And
you guys understand what you guys are...
like,
saying through those hits.
That's what it became with, like, me and Kyle. Like, Kyle was never a rival, but he was always, like, a really good sparring partner. Like, as far as training goes in Street Fighter, he understood the game, and he only grew. Like, we both grew as players at the same time, and that I feel that that's like.
Yeah,
really
Kyle
important.
is really smart. Like, I was telling Brandon to talk to Kyle more.
Yeah.
Because I would talk to Kyle for 15 minutes, and I would learn more in that 15 minutes than I would labbing it out for, like, days.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and the thing is, his character is, like, everything he does. I mean, you can tell that he was trained.
Yeah.
I'll get into that in a little bit, because...
yeah, we'll discuss, like, how to train people a little bit later.
Yeah, yeah. So... what were we just talking about?
Your rivals.
Rivals. So, it definitely was Cho for the longest time, and then I had met Banky.
Yeah. Oh!
Like...
yeah, actually, like, it's funny.
I think a lot of people would like to say, like, they are rivals with Banky, but the reason why I always would say that we were was, no matter what game we played, we always went, like, it wasn't like a one person bodied the other. It was always a match close. Down to the wire, whether or not, like, he has higher win-loss records than I do, or vice versa. It was always a match that people would be, like, on their toes watching, because they weren't sure what was going to happen in the match.
Yeah.
And he was a big inspiration for me to get better in AKG, because after the first few tournaments I played in, I was at, like, a rut because I didn't know where I placed amongst everyone.
Yeah.
It made me want to just get better.
Yeah.
Cause,
to be able to solidify your position.
Because Banky, yeah, exactly. Banky, he could place high, but then there was always the highest tier of AKG was the Koreans at Street Fighter.
Yeah,
it was, you had to jump to the next level in order to beat them.
Yeah.
But the tier below them, like, I would compare Bo with them at the time when Bo was at his prime.
Bo, yeah.
Like,
well, like, the tier list back then, when I started, was Derek, then the Koreans, with Bo. Or actually, Bo was actually with Derek. Like, when he was really playing. He was the only guy in AKG who could actually beat Derek. Me and the Koreans were actually labbing it out a lot, and then I would play a lot with Derek.
Yeah.
And then talk to the Koreans about how to beat him. But yeah, so Derek and then Bo and then the Koreans right under them. I actually think that if Bo kept playing, like, more consistently, he would probably still be the best player.
I've always actually said that. Like,
yeah,
when
Bo is really, really good.
Yeah,
no offense to anybody. Everybody's really dope, like everybody who's top players now. But dude, Bo is the fucking truth.
Yeah,
Bo is...
when Street Fighter 5 first came out, like, he didn't play as much, me and Banky. He just kept saying, well, who's probably the best at Street Fighter 5? Probably Bo.
Probably Bo, dude.
He just kept saying that for, like, the longest time.
Bo is actual sensei, because he, when I first started like coming around to like sessions other than tournaments, I was invited to like practice with everyone out here. I want to take this opportunity. Bo just gave. It was like what you were talking about with Kyle.
Yeah.
He gives you just this information that processes so quickly, and you're like, man, this guy is smart. Like he knows exactly what.
And he knows how to give it to you too. It's like some people will give you so much info in 5 seconds. You're like
I don't understand.
Just happened, bro.
But they'll like simplify it. Not necessarily simplify it, but they'll like just lay it out right there.
It'll be in simple terms that you can understand. And be able to apply if you actually have the ability to do so.
Yeah, and I'd always thought that about Bo though. Like I felt that if he were to continue playing any of these games, like at the level that everyone else is here, you'd be winning tournaments.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
he's the Oro of AKG. Like he comes into a tournament. I always feel like he plays at half of his strength. Like he comes in with one arm behind his back. Because he'd be too strong with
with both. Yeah.
He would kill people.
Let's see.
What do we got in here? Dang, we
blew up the chat a little bit when we said Bo.
They were like, "Oh shit, they're talking about Bo." But
yeah. We'll just shout outs to the chat. We love you guys, but we really have to stay on topic, and it's a lot easier right now to just talk about this because, like, most of the podcasts have been pretty good, but I've had, like, moments not to think. But shit, dude, you're making me think really hard. Like, all of the stuff that we've talked about, we've kind of, like, gotten off track, but it's all good shit. It's a lot of deep shit that you're bringing up.
I rabbit trail a lot, like I mentioned before.
Don't worry about it, dude. It's good.
It leads into some good shit, but
Oh, also, we're doing a session here when we're done. So if any of you guys are in range, come over, play with Orry or Raph, or whoever else comes over. We'll have a good time.
Session at the dojo, man.
Yeah, session at the dojo, impromptu.
Yeah, hella always. It's always impromptu now.
Yeah.
Can we come over?
Just hit me up, because I'm lazy now. I'm getting old. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this. And then somebody's like, yo, can I come over? I'm like, man, yeah, you should come over, bro. I'll make food.
That's how the Wasilla sessions have been.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about that.
So
how did this...
They've been dope.
Because you guys have been doing, like... I know you guys have been getting together and playing, but this is kind of like the first time in a long time that I've seen you go on Facebook and go, hey, we're doing this. People should come over, if you have the time, resources, and
like
whatnot.
Actually sending out the event to people. And
rather than like, oh yeah, we sessioned last night or something.
Yeah, and like I used to session a lot, but the only people we had at the time was like
also players.
We had Kyle, myself. This was the original people that we would play with. Kyle, myself, Ethan. Back when we had Luke, and then
The Force. Dude. I got to name that guy too. I got to name a lot of guys.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have such sick nicknames, and I'm like,
Moladano.
I was like,
oh no, that one was from John.
Oh, John. Yeah.
Me and John have that combo, man.
The nickname though, like when I got the legendary, I was like, it would be so perfect if I had a Photoshop. Like all I could think of is the what was it? The Legendary Journeys of Hercules. And like
Kevin Sorbo.
And so in the Photoshop, Kyle could be his.
He could be Michael Hurst. Whatever his character was, I don't even remember.
I was like, this is so perfect, man.
You know what's I think it's fucked up. That guy ended up marrying Xena.
Really? Like, and those were like the two same shows that were on at the time. Yo. Oh man.
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you are so lucky you don't, bro.
Oh, those were like the series at the time. Oh my god.
Really?
So Hercules, or the Legendary Adventures of Hercules, and
starring Kevin Sorbo.
Hercules fought with his heart and pride.
Oh god.
That's literally what this.
Damn son.
But that could have been me and Kyle, man.
Alright, dude.
Okay.
That just gave me an idea for an event. I'm gonna host a 2v2, and I'm gonna make that the poster. You guys have to team up, and I'll try to team up with Jason again. We'll have the legendary Wasilla Warriors versus the Warriors of the Stone Age. You guys will body us for free, though. We suck at this game.
Oh, whatever. No, see, that I was actually gonna get to that. Like, out of a lot of our players out in Wasilla, I'm like pretty salty with Kyle because he's lost a lot of drive into wanting to
get better.
Yeah,
Well, like, you can kind of attribute that, you know. I know that people love Street Fighter 4, and if you guys don't want to hear me talk shit about it, give me about 2 minutes to talk shit. Now, my problem with Street Fighter 4 was that I was winning. That became a problem because when I talked to people, they knew way more shit than I did. All I knew was Hadouken, Shoryuken when they jump, cross up Tatsu into Super, or light crouch forward Hadouken Super, and that allowed me to be really good. Because the character is just much better than others.
Yeah.
Where, you know, and to me that was a problem because the game didn't really, or the character didn't really, or not the character, the victory did not reflect my ability to win. It reflected my character's tool set's ability to destroy other characters for me. And so him playing that game for so long where he, you know, I really love him for playing shitty characters, but I really thought that if Kyle played somebody better, like if he played Ryu, like I knew, like every time I would, you know, like John would tell me about the Vega matchup, and I would just take a few notes, and I'm like, no Vega will ever touch me again. And it's true, like
I will never lose to Vega again.
Did one session, he showed me how to beat Vega, and I never lost to Vega again until, you know, he beat me. Right, and dude, tooth and nail too, like I just got really tired, and you know, he got me really good, but I have like such a big win record on him just because of that one session, because my character is just so much better. But, you know, I thought that if he played Ryu, or if other people played Ryu, they would just win. Because they knew more shit than I did, and I didn't like that. So that's why I quit Street Fighter, but
yeah,
he put up with that shit. Hakan, T-Hawk. Like, dude, man, he was like piling the shit on top of the shit, dude. It was like shit ice cream for Kyle. And then he had to eat that shit.
Oh my god. I couldn't believe, like, Kyle had, like, some shining moments when he came in as, like, you know what his original character was?
What?
You just guess.
Ryu.
Was it Ryu?
It wasn't Ryu.
Okay.
No, it was something else. He played Akuma.
He played Akuma?
He played Akuma, and then he was like...
What the fuck, Kyle?
He plays...
Wow.
Okay, so when Super comes out, we heard that there was, like, this setup at Target. I was like... Well, it was before the game came out. It was, like, a few days. It was, like, a demo, and we're like, shit, we're gonna go there and try it out. So we got to play it on a PlayStation pad that was, like, destroyed.
Yeah, it's always broken.
And me and Kyle decided, like, I already knew when Super came out, I was playing Adon. Not from, like, that demo or anything. Like, when I kept wanting him to be shown in, like, a reveal, and then they showed him in a trailer, and I'm like, that's what I'm playing. That's my character. And then Kyle was like, I'm gonna play Guy. Well, that didn't really work out. He went to one of his first tournaments with T-Hawk and just, like, did work with him.
Yeah,
and I was
T-Hawk
like,
was good.
I was like, holy shit, Kyle, you found your character. You're playing the dumbest character in the game, next to Hakan.
Yeah.
And then see, fucking Raph. We would play a lot of sessions. Like, we would have those evenings. Like, this was when we were hungry, like, so much more than now. And I still, like, these new sessions that we were just talking about, it's almost getting to that point again. 100 match nights.
Oh,
like,
really? Nice.
Sitting down just playing 100 matches.
Many setups do you guys run?
Recently we've been getting more, but at the last one when we had a lot of Anchorage come out, we had like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then we had a VIP Smash room because I had nowhere to put the CRT. So I had like my nightstand with the CRT on it. And they had to sit on the bed.
Hey man, it's better than being in the bathroom at Evo.
Oh shit!
Me and Becky on the tub.
I forgot.
Special moment.
That was 2010, wasn't it? Because I wasn't there. I saw the pictures.
Yeah.
Though, I was pretty jealous, man.
I know, man. I got Becky in the tub. Fuck you too. You guys can die of jealousy. Becky is mine. That's right, Katie. You can put that in your pipe and smoke it too.
Oh shit. Oh.
Okay. Let's get back on topic.
So
the sessions,
there was, before, I think maybe a year back, a little bit around then, I was wanting to host sessions.
Oh, okay.
Or not sessions, but like actual like sessions, not sitting down with like Kyle and like circle jerking on Street Fighter 4 for like a solid fucking 5 hours.
Yep.
I was hungry to do that, but we only had like a Smash scene, and I was cool with them coming over because they're good company. And I only did it for like a week or two because something came up. And after that, I ended up... I got busy in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And recently, about a month ago, we ended up splitting, and I needed something to like kind of fill that void. Extra time, that void, because... you got to set your priorities when it comes to that, like in being in a relationship and all that.
That really fucks up gaming, dude.
It does.
You made the right choice. I'm sorry, girl. You're missing out on some good dick over here, but...
Wow. Artie's blushing, man.
I know I'm a slut. I know how everything works around here.
Dang.
Somebody was asking where Lord Dingus is. He's gone right now. He's getting pussy. So I'm getting all the dick right now, so don't worry. I'll try to have him here in spirit and talk about dick quite a bit.
Dude,
speaking of dick,
I hear back from my friend Brandon because he's like talking to me. He was showing me like stuff for Smash, and every time I talk to the dude, he's super chill guy. He's hungry. Like he like I was telling you, he studies his frame data, and he saw Street Fighter. He's like, this is the introduction to a traditional fighter that I want to get into. I'm like, come over and we'll sit you down in the lab. And then it became from having him over, I'd hear from James like, hey man, what's up? You wanna like go ham or something? I'm like, yeah, dude. He's like, you guys playing Street Fighter? I'm like, all right, James, come over. That guy
is dope.
Yeah, dude. James is so, like he came in. I'll keep this short because the funniest memory of James, his first tournament was at the Crave.
Oh, okay.
And he came in and people were giving it. Somebody was giving him shit for using a controller, and that dude got bodied by the anti-air doubles reverse into Ultra.
Oh damn!
That dude was like, "How do you do that on pad?" Like
get good, bro.
Oh man, it was good. But aside from that, the Wasilla sessions just went from that to we just started getting the Smash people over.
Yeah.
And
converting them, huh?
Yeah.
Come to the dark side.
No,
after
the light side. This is the light side. Smash is the dark side. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Bring them to the light. We'll show them.
There aren't as many sex changes here. Wait, there are more. I'm sorry. Keep going, guys.
Plenty.
James is a pretty good addition. Like, I'm glad that we're just getting more players in general.
Yeah, good ones too.
Like they're wanting to play and they're dedicated.
Yeah, like you guys hit the lottery this time. Let me see. I guess like the best players. Who are like the new best players we got from Anchorage, Ref?
Like new players or like
like new guys who have come in.
Would it be Cardo or
Cardo.
I heard Cardo.
Gavin.
No,
Gavin's out in Wasilla. He's a Wasilla warrior.
Cardo. Skylar's is actually pretty good.
Oh, Skylar's been playing?
Yeah, he almost took a game off. He knew he was doing Vega.
Oh, he's playing Vega now?
Yeah.
I thought he was wanting to play Ibuki.
I don't know. Yeah, his Vega.
What happened to that?
Time, baby.
Who else is good up here is new?
But,
No, they all just been like slowly getting better. Like Joseph's slowly getting better.
Joseph got good. Like,
Yeah.
I love this about, like, when a new game comes out.
Joseph actually playing Street Fighter, like,
he's wanting
the
to
way
learn.
Street Fighter. Yeah.
Alright, keep it going, guys.
It's crazy,
I need to
Yo,
get water, but I need to take them.
Oh, can you give me a cup of water when you get back though?
Yep, I'll get you guys' water.
Sweet, thank you very much.
So, yeah, Joseph,
Joseph was like fucking, like at first, man, he was like, he would know, he was like, what to do, but he just wouldn't do it. Now he's actually doing like, how Bison's supposed to be playing, doing all this sick stuff.
yeah, like,
he's learned fast.
yeah,
He like everything just clicked, and then he started doing good stuff.
he came up to me and wanted to money match me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like that.
Yeah.
I like when somebody can, like, confidently go and money match people that they aren't sure what the outcome's going to be.
Yeah.
Because I see all these...
Gonna win.
See, I can't stand seeing the people that challenge money matches when they know the person is ignorant and doesn't know better.
Trying to win free money.
Yeah, to me that's just disrespectful. Yeah. If they if the other person is willing to do the money match, they're kind of dumb but at the same time, like I was just saying, like Joseph wanted it for like experience, and I could tell. And I've seen a few other players actually do that recently, and I like that mindset because there's something on the line.
Yeah. No one did to money match me though. I don't know why.
I'll money match you, but I ain't got cash on me. We'll do an IOU. That's the most scumbag money match of all time.
I haven't got one money match yet in Street Fighter. It feels bad. I had to money match other people.
Yeah.
In Vegas, I money matched Young and this Korean Zach. He was hella good.
I'll money match Zach.
Actually, I money matched Zach before.
Come here. You're not even in the picture right now. You're like, it was like part of your.
Oh, Jason is crashing. What's up, Jason?
Oh shit, what's up, dude?
You watch? You heard session? You heard session. This came in.
This native guy just came in with some whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, so
Jason's like, oh, session. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Say hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
It was so sick because after BLF 2, when people were exposed to Marvel hadn't been seen like in a while. From other than the players,
Yeah, dude.
These like smashers saw Marvel and they were just like, holy shit.
Yeah, they wanted to play Marvel too, but it's too bad. It's too late, man.
It's
honestly, it's too late to learn that game. Like,
it's how I feel when
you have to put in as much time as we did in the past. Like, how many years since 2010? Like 6 years of Marvel 3, just practicing constantly.
Yeah,
it's way too much time ahead of you. Like, of the new players, like they would not know what to do.
But
I don't even have to play the game for like a month straight and still be able to beat the new players just because of muscle memory.
I love. Yeah, I know, right? I came when I played at BLF. I was like, I was doing my bread and butter.
Yeah.
I was like,
not even practicing it.
I'm like, how do I even know? If I try to write it down on paper, I'm like, I don't even think I know
notation and stuff. Yeah, but you can just do the combo just cause.
Muscle memory.
Yeah.
Muscle memory, man.
Yeah, that's why Marvel, man, it's gonna be really hard for those new players.
Speaking of BLF.
Oh no.
The early pop off. The early pop off, dude.
Oh man.
Dude,
we gotta see this again, man. I don't blame you though. This was a dark time for me. This was so far back.
The video.
Right.
2 months ago.
All right. So before we go into that, I just wanted to have it ready.
Yeah.
Why don't you? What were you guys just discussing?
Oh, just how the new Marvel players gonna have a hard time getting into the game.
That was
like a very difficult time getting into the game.
You guys have to consider too, though. You guys did set the bar higher, right? Like, if we look at the game a few years back to when it came out, where was the bar?
Somewhere fucking down the line.
Compared to where it is now. It's like hella low, right?
Yeah.
Now, you take those best players from back then to teach these scrubs now.
It's a new generation.
It's gonna suck, right?
Yeah.
But you have to consider it's you guys. It's you guys' responsibility. You, Bill, Jason, Orry, Banky, Manny. The people who are good that are still playing the game are hella good. Now, the real difference is going to be how well people can keep losing, because they will lose a lot.
A lot. It's Marvel. You will lose a lot in Marvel.
But I think you guys can train these guys though to reach the same, a similar level to where you guys are now, because you guys have so much more knowledge now. Like, I heard you guys talk about Marvel. I play Marvel too, and I'm not the best Marvel player, but I have beaten the best players. There were certain points where I could beat Jason and Bruce. Like, one time, I 15 win streak both of them.
Damn, Jason. That really happened, Jason?
Yeah. Jason's here.
Shut up.
Jason, can you confirm or deny this? Yeah, see. So I was able to beat, like, the best two Marvel players at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty decent at Marvel. I at least understand the game. But when you guys talk about it now, it just goes over my head. There's this shit, there's that shit, and there's more shit. I'm like, wow. I only had like 3 layers. You guys are on like over 9,000 layers of mind games.
I swear, like, me and Bill just keep watching these new Marvel videos because like no one knows what we're talking about. Like, we mentioned Dual Kevin before Evo. Everyone was like, who the fuck is Dual Kevin? He's a Deadpool player, man. To get sick. Kevin too. Kevin be watching as well.
And another thing too that you got to think about. Before you scare these guys away by telling them how bad it's going to be and how wide you're going to make their buttholes, you got to give them hope.
I didn't give them hope.
I don't know, man. Yeah. It's like,
but I'm just telling you,
hope for your butthole to be, instead smaller? Of it being this big, it's going to be like this wide.
We need the zook.
I'm warning them now. Marvel's not going to be a fun road, man.
I think I already scared some of my players out in Westhill because, like, I got some players out there that just want to play Marvel when they come over to the session. There was one night that they did the 100 match night.
Oh, okay.
They just kept playing, and they told me like how fucking fun the game is. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, Marvel's fun.
That Dante player was whip punishing with super. That was crazy.
So,
what happened?
I think it was like Jordan, but
why don't you scooch over here, Jason?
Yeah, you can come in.
We'll have 4 people in this bitch today.
I think I scared them though, because they were playing on my Marvel file, and then they saw in like in the data they're like, you played 7,000 matches online.
Damn, you played 7,000 matches online? Jesus Christ. I played 0 matches online.
When you play 7,000 matches online, a secret character appears in the back, just like a Puma. This is how legendary Orry Watts is.
How the fuck you play
he summons a big Raichu.
Oh shit!
How do you summon
7,000? Legendary Marvel player.
7,000 games, dude. That's a lot of fucking games online, dude. I don't think I played 7,000 matches of Marvel in my life, like, altogether.
You have.
You have. Those matches go
if you're telling me that you played this many years and you haven't played that many...
It doesn't seem like it would add up, dude.
Dude, like, Mark, and Jason would play here, and it would be like what Ori's saying, 100, maybe even 200.
You don't even realize it till the end of the night when you guys are kind of burnt out. You're like, all right, we played 200 matches.
Yes.
Me and Mark were playing 500 matches.
The most I played in
at Evo 2011 when we went to Evo. Like, you were there, right? Evo 2011?
Yeah, that...
Him and Mark were here jerking each other off.
Playing Marvel?
And playing Marvel. Like, they would play 500 games a night.
At night. It was like all day.
Marvel was like a dark time for me. I mean, that's like no joke because
I think I played in one night was only like 150 games. I think that was the most I ever played in one night.
Damn. Like when that game was at its peak, like when everyone here was playing it, and it's just like, man, this is the game to be playing right now.
Yeah, dude. It was that and Tekken.
I wanted to play it. Like, Street Fighter was dead for a little while because nobody wanted to like really play it. There wasn't anything going on for it.
Yeah.
And Marvel, like, when Vanilla came out and then Ultimate, like, it was still good. I would go into tournaments, and the first tournaments I played for Marvel, like I did good at the release tournament.
Oh, okay.
I think it was me and Manny who I got second place, and Manny beat me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But we didn't know absolutely.
Yeah, no one knew shit.
We were just doing
all everyone knew was ABCS, BBCS. All everyone knew. And just super.
But see, the thing about Street Fighter that was different, I could be playing against Kyle, Ethan, and everyone else in Wasilla. I didn't have to resort to online unless I wanted to.
Yeah.
I didn't have anyone else from Marvel.
It was a lot of time, dude. 7,000 games.
I had to. That's a lot of time.
Well,
I wanted to get better.
Bill actually said that's how he got better in Marvel.
Play online?
If you could
play a lot of online.
If you could tolerate the matches, like, see, the thing is, the execution does suck on laggy matches, but because the execution in the game is already easier than Street Fighter, I could tolerate it. Yeah. Like, because most of your combos involve, like, just inputting the combo.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, one button.
And
2 buttons.
The clip.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We're getting there.
Oh, God damn it, man.
Raph is a little bit
excited.
Yeah, a little bit excited. We studied some frames before the show, and he is on a higher plane right now. He had reached nirvana.
Yeah.
He's enlightened.
We're working into becoming supreme. Yeah.
Wow. Supreme Kazma.
Supreme Orry.
Kazma Knight, man.
Hell yeah, dude, that voice even better. Actually.
But
flows off the tongue.
I couldn't believe like my improvement at that game from just playing online, because all my other friends were playing other games at the time. Like Kyle wasn't interested in fighting games. He did not want to play Marvel. Oh. I was like, why wouldn't you want to play this game? It has a bunch of retarded characters
it's
that
so
you like.
It's Hagar. You know?
Yeah, and that's what he fucking plays. He plays Team King Blue River. That shit makes me so mad.
Oh, he was playing KBR?
Yeah. I was like, you would. Like, why? I don't even
that.
think that team is good. I'm sorry, but, like, you know why KBR won the EVO before? Because no one was playing Marvel.
I mean, he got second this year.
Yeah.
Who's playing Marvel now?
Chris G?
Yeah, Chris G. Because I'm pretty sure most of the people that went to EVO to play Marvel were like, I used to play Marvel like 4 years ago.
Filipino champ, freaking Ray Ray.
They're playing really good though.
Anyone top 8 would have beat him.
I mean, just Dual Kevin.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I watched him, and I played KBR online too. Not saying
like,
online is anything like, you know, worth saying that I won, but like I've been able to beat him consistently on there.
But like this EVO, like the top 16 was filled with like a lot of newer players, like Ryan LV.
Yeah.
There's other people too. Some random people I don't
think they're newer. They've been playing the game. They're still playing the game.
And they
now,
just
like
they're like, I could do good now. Nobody's.
Everybody's been slacking. Fuck that shit.
Dude, that's what I did when everyone in AKG was just kind of like, you know, why do we need to practice? Like all these matches are good. I'm like, I'll fucking I'm gonna find the perfect team for this. Jason was the biggest inspiration for me to actually like change what I was doing in the game, because he always bodied me once I figured something new out. I picked a team and then he's like, oh well, he can't do anything up in the air, so I'm just gonna chill up here.
Yeah.
So
he's also one of your rivals.
He's out of all rivals in any like fighting game, like Jason is probably like my all-time favorite, because those matches, like what we talked about at the...
He's blushing.
Jason.
That's why he's over there right now.
Yo, no, it was...
Jason likes this shit.
Come a little closer in, Raph.
Yeah, come on. No, it was no disrespect on the other Marvel players. I mean, we don't play this shit that much anymore, but like, when Jason was like saying, it's like, I really had to work for that win in the match that when we were up against each other. I was like... That's how I feel every fucking time, like, against you, Jason.
That last tournament, I had a harder time against you than Bill.
Bill sucks.
Everyone has
You get like 15-0'd by Bill.
No, I didn't.
Oh, dang.
It wasn't 15-0. What the fuck?
Like 15-1, my bad.
It wasn't even 15-0. It was actually... I get games off Bill. Fuck you, dude.
Marvel
it's never that bad.
Was so dope when it was at its peak up here, because it wasn't like... how Matt's always bodying people and melee. There was always everyone had their winners. And that always made like top 8 so sick.
Yeah, top 8 was always fun.
Because
everyone had a chance to win the tournament in top 8.
it was always cool too to see like people bring in new stuff. Like if it was either a new team, they would also bring in new tech where.
Eddie, dude, shout outs to Eddie. Eddie had like a different team. Every time I figured out how to beat this team, he'd be like, "But yo,
he
man,
had a team crisis, man."
Yeah,
dude, like every time,
like Doctor Strange to Nova to some other random characters.
Every time I beat that guy, he's like, "Yo, man, you didn't beat my real team, bro.
I know. I said
that was my team last week." I'm like,
"The
fuck you mean, bro?"
What about that match I had with you, dude?
All right,
oh, man.
There's 2 matches. I've only told the story of one. So, we've actually played a lot too. And, one of the things that I wanted to bring up today was that I've always appreciated, like, you would give me practice online. Because we don't really get to session, but whenever I'm playing a game, and it's a game that you play, we would usually end up online for some reason. And you've always been very generous about sharing your tech with me. You'd be like, "Oh, this is how this works, and this is how you could beat it. These are the ways against it. This is the ways that it comes in. You show me all this stuff.
Yeah.
That way I can think about it." In Marvel, I think we did that with like one of your Zero teams.
It was with the Black Friday combo.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm leading to. It's like, so I expected you to be playing Zero, and then you play Nemesis.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I've seen combo videos and shit, but then
Nemesis sucks.
we start playing, and I'm like, wow, that didn't work. I'm dead. Here comes the mix-up, and I'm like, fuck, how do I get out of it? I'm trying to think about it. He does the same reset mix-up on me the whole match through.
Yeah,
the tentacle thing.
That was a friendly fire.
I remember that one. I remember that.
The Balthasar 6 machine.
It's funny because you guys complained about tentacles in Marvel. When I heard about that, I'm like, that's kind of bullshit because I got tentacle raped by Orry in Marvel. So anyway, while I was getting tentacle raped, I got so frustrated. You know what, dude? Like, there was one other time that I was really frustrated in a fighting game, and I'll tell that story next. This is the next time. This was like the most fucking annoying thing I have to... And to date, still, it's like the most annoying thing that I had to deal with in a fighting game where I'm like, man, this is just
Nemesis
bullshit. Yeah. I got bodied so hard, and I got so mad.
Oh yeah, dude. I know how you feel.
And I didn't,
bad,
I wasn't mad at Orry. I was mad at myself for not being able to figure something out. But I was so pissed off that as soon as I think the match ended and I hit my stick hella hard.
No, dude, like...
I still feel the rage, and then I got up, and I think I said, I don't even know if I said good game or if I shook your hand. Got up, I got my stick, and then as soon as I turn around, I see everybody just go whoosh. They can tell, and I'm like, at that point I realized, I'm like, fuck, I'm pissed. I could kill somebody right now.
No, like when that reset was first on YouTube, I remember when that video was released, that Nemesis reset. No one knew how to deal with it, dude.
Yeah.
No one knew how to deal with it. I don't care who you were.
Yo, I was that player that would see those janky.
So I remember every video, dude.
Yeah, no, I see,
every single video. I love Marvel, dude.
I saw the Firebrand Deathloop, and I was like,
yeah, I saw that.
Oh my god, I'm gonna play this team.
So, we'll move on to the second Orry Watts story, but I've already told this story, so people can listen to like the first episode. It's over there.
Okay.
Say the first episode, dude. I was already talking about this.
It's important.
But I'll give the backstory. So this is after you bodied me really hard with that team, and you've been really nice because you never played that team on me again. That was really nice, kind of. But then you went from tentacle raping me to fucking me with midgets. I've been getting ass raped by Tyrion. Now, you play Beautiful Joe, Dr. Doom, and then, what's his name?
Rocket
Raccoon.
All right.
Coon.
Just a
Now,
weird scene, man.
I remember I lost to you like 1 or 2 tournaments before this event.
Right.
And those were more free. Like I was like, man, I need to learn how to beat Orry. So I labbed it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then that match that we played, like my conclusion in that matchup was that I couldn't win it for free. Like I had to fight you and find a way to get in. And I had to keep up with your projectiles, which was a pain in the ass. I fucking hate that team. But, I worked on it. And then the match was so fucking close, but I realized, I realized at the beginning that I was like, okay, this is so much better than the last time, because the last time I think it was like 5 seconds I was dead. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? This time, we were actually fighting. We were actually playing the game. I was pressing buttons. You were pressing buttons, too.
I was actually able to play.
Yeah, I was... Dude, when you play Marvel, it's either you're pressing buttons or you're just watching the guy body you.
Yeah, just watching a combo video.
So...
I'm not even mad when I was in Marvel.
Really close game. And then I get you. And I'm like... I'm thinking in my mind, oh, fuck yeah, I finally got Orry Watts. Because it's been a long time since I got you in a tournament. And, I start my combo with Wesker. I bring you up to the air. Oh, no. I press S. You go down. I have almost no life. You have almost no life. I was about to gunshot you, and this gunshot would have killed you.
I remember this one. I was watching this one.
I know. I remember this happens.
Because I was watching, I was like, oh, no way.
And I was like,
Mike.
I was like, hella feeling myself at this point. I'm actually even gonna get up, right? I'm gonna go to the back. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm thinking. You guys are just gonna have to pretend that I'm Wesker. So like, I land right, and I'm like, and this matchup. You have to be closer to hit gunshot.
Yeah.
So I walk up like a boss. I take 2 steps. I'm like a boss. And then I shoot you. And I was specifically aiming for the fucking forehead. I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm not... You can't kill a legend without shooting him in the forehead. I mean, this motherfucker is just that good. So I shoot him in the forehead. But I fail to realize that Beautiful Joe is wearing this fucking helmet. The spark is on his fucking forehead, and then it doesn't hit. And I was mashing super because I was 100% sure it was gonna hit. And then I thought the super would chip you, and it didn't chip you. I lost, and then I quit Marvel forever.
I remember this game. I was so surprised that you did that, Mike. I was like, no way.
That's like the same reason why my dad doesn't play not fighting games. Why he just never played video games against me anymore. Somebody was like, no. I asked my dad. I was like, you used to play video games. Why don't you play anymore? It's like, well, I used to play until you started kicking my ass at them, so I stopped playing. And that was it. Yeah. But I'm sorry that the midget helmet
Oh no, dude, that is not your fault. Like,
it was like the gods called out and was like, Mike.
It's not your time.
It's not like this. These midgets are going to be your doom.
Yeah, it was actually the gods telling me to go back to Tekken. It's like, dude, you're so much better at that game. Go back to Tekken.
Man, that just makes me feel bad. I was like, we just lost a player.
And, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty decent at fighting games, dude. Like, if you guys have me at something, I'll at least give you guys one thing to go with. Yeah. Actually, even though I quit Marvel, I've actually been helping Marvel players try to figure out how to fight you. Like, me and Dan. Dan would come over and after a tournament, and we would study some frames, and we would talk about you, and we're like, I explained to him the thought process that had to go about trying to beat your team, because people don't just in Marvel, this is what people do. The round is about to start and they walk up to you and then they're mashing heavy,
and then there's fight.
Yeah, and then there's what you do, and it's completely different. It's like you're playing a different game.
Yeah.
And back then, at that point, the meta really hadn't evolved enough to where people were like, we can fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
Let's try to force him to come in, or try to force like a more favorable situation instead of just trying to dash in and eat all this shit that he's throwing out.
I kept saying it at the time too, because this was when I first started seeing Chris G's team.
Oh,
and I always considered my team to be like the Kmart version of Moradum, because it does the same thing, but there's always that really weird aftertaste. My team actually, in my opinion, it was meant to counter the actual good Moradum team.
Okay.
Because the teams do the same thing, but granted, I have shittier characters. They actually do good against the better versions of themselves.
They move forward while they're throwing fireballs. What the hell?
Yeah, like, they gain momentum.
Go forward.
But yeah, it was at the time when I saw Chris G's team, I was like, the future for Marvel, like this game's meta is going to be playing lame. It's too effective.
Yeah.
You can play Rushdown, but if you play keep away, yeah, exactly.
They ship you out so fast. Morgan does like half your health and shit before she even touches you,
and you can't even close the gap because you're stuck in the cage or whatever.
Once you get hit once, like half your health's already gone from chip. You just need to do one combo and you lose.
Bitch brings you in a cage match and just does not.
Or they just do infinites. It's either zoning or infinites. It's one of the two.
But no, that's sick. I actually didn't know that you sat down and trained other Marvel players to overcome that.
I had to figure it out myself.
Well,
and he fucking made me
almost double beams, dude.
For a while, I had a flaw in my logic, and I actually have to apologize for it. But after that, dude, I kind of hated you. I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of hated you.
Oh shit!
And
my bad.
No, dude.
Yeah, the salt was real.
That's why I said, I have to apologize for that.
The salt was so real.
But yeah, I was just so salty, and I didn't realize at the time, it's not your fault that they made these characters. So Capcom,
it was their
fuck you. You get the salt this week.
It was
no banana sauce. It's like Street Fighter V is cool, but man, don't fuck it up.
They were like, they've just made it to where.
Yeah, so actually, this leads into why the hell we were talking about this earlier, and I already told you this, but
they make all the characters.
Why the fuck do you? How do you pick these characters? How do you pick your characters? Because the way I see it is, you seem, like I was telling you guys earlier, we can count on certain players to pick certain tiers. Like Derek would always pick a top tier character. Andrew would always pick a low tier character. You always pick the character that annoys the fuck out of me. Like Adon annoyed me because of that sound he makes. And that you can't complain about that sound. Yeah, that annoyed the fuck out of me. And then
you and Vegaton were best friends.
Yeah. Well, John knows how to handle my meat in his mouth,
so Vega can't be making those noises.
No, well, actually, he, like I told you earlier, he taught me how to beat Vega, so we were cool with that. But actually, we labbed out some Adon for quite a while, too, me and you.
Yeah.
That's one of the matchups that I know in Street Fighter, where I'm like, your Adon is really hard, but I don't lose to other Adons.
That's I've gotten the same compliment from other people. I think that's another reason, like with the characters I pick, that it's good to know. Like I was told from someone else early in Street Fighter V, they're like, I played against plenty of Fang players, but you're the actual Fang player that I need to, like, actually learn how to, like, I actually have to figure out the matchup, because in all the other Fang matches, I just sit on him and he dies. So you were mentioning, like, my choice in the characters to begin with. A lot of people used to tell me, like, you just like to play low tier stuff. I'm like, that's not true. I've played high tier characters.
Yeah.
I've been called I've been called a video game hipster because I play the shit that no one else wants to play. But, you know, it never used to be that way either because, like, you know, I like Guile.
Yeah, you played Guile, and Guile is a
He's
straightforward character. I mean,
he's a Street Fighter.
I used to watch Guile versus Ryu all the fucking time in Street Fighter 2, and
that was like the rival match. That's why that was like how me and Banky became rivals. Cause I was like, dude, he plays Ryu, I play Guile.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's destiny. But it really came down to I played Adon a lot in Super. Like Adon was my most played character of all Street Fighter 4 characters. But I was like, there's got to be something else in here. Like, remember when I was telling you in Vanilla, I found out that there was more than just one character.
Yep.
There's a variety of characters. I before the end of Street Fighter 4, I went from playing Guile to Abel to Seth to Gen to Ryu. Keep in mind, my Ryu never got... Like, I could do the basic Ryu shit. That was about it. But then I was like, there's more out there. I don't really care for Ryu.
Well, yeah, I played with your Ryu once or twice.
Yeah. And...
not bad.
Kyle's is similar, though. Like, Kyle was trained under me, and he picks up this, like, similar tendencies of... the biggest thing for a long time was that people said that I can only win with gimmicks. But...
Yeah.
It evolved from, like, I learned when gimmicks, like, too much gimmicks was the reason why I was losing.
Yeah.
So I ended up utilizing it as an option over playing solid. Like, I'd be playing solid, but if you play 100% solid, you have no element of surprise.
Exactly.
You have to, like, put in the risk in order to really, like, complete that like, perfect formula.
Yeah, you have to find the balance, and it's kind of different for every player too.
Yeah, because a good example is, like, I think of CG when it comes to very, very, very solid gameplay.
CG's the epitome of solid.
But when it comes to playing outside of the box, he doesn't shine in that, in my opinion. He has mix-ups, but they're things that, like...
He plays by the book too much, then?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a lot where my playstyle comes through. That's actually why I pick a lot of the characters that I've chose.
So you like to play outside of the playbook?
Well, sort of. I mean, the characters,
more unexplored characters.
Exactly. I always feel this is the main.
Potentials, you know.
Yeah, I think this is the biggest reason why. I feel that every character, unless they are intentionally just terrible, like Surfbot. Surfbot is not going to win.
They're meant to be good, not meant to be bad.
When, like, there's a few exceptions, but I feel that, like, all characters have potential that are untapped. Like, people say this character's shitty. Like, why is he shitty though? Like, he has this, he has that, he has this. Yeah. Well, but he loses to this. I'm like, but that's like one con as opposed to how many pros this character has. Like, Kyle dissected freaking Hakan.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what people say about, like, I know Infiltration is probably the fucking best Hakan player because it's Infiltration, but Kyle invented that character. I had not seen any other Hakan ever, like, do the shit that he did. Like, Kyle would come up with new tech that, like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit Kyle was pulling off. Like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Dude,
I was like, what the fuck is, like, the armor bullshit?
Not even just the armor bullshit. His air grab that catches you on your... Like, I was like, that is so smart. How did you figure that out? Like, you know how it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you catch them on their wake up, but if you play smart and you make the DP on wake up, you can punish them for it. And what the fuck, Kyle? You made this character work.
See, I remember, this is actually a good tip for people who are starting to play tournaments. Talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, there will be somebody there who will tell you something that could change the outcome of your tournament play.
It's true.
Like, Kyle is one of those guys. I'll talk to Kyle, and sometimes I feel bad. Like, one of the reasons why I just couldn't get back into Street Fighter. You know, Kyle is one of those people where I would talk to Kyle. You know, Kyle's beaten me too, but whenever I would win against Kyle, I would feel bad because I knew that he was a better Street Fighter player than me.
That's how I felt too.
He would tell me this shit, and I'm like, man, I don't know if you should be telling me this shit, but while this bracket is still going on, you're in the side of my bracket, bro. I'm pretty sure we're gonna meet up eventually.
He's like, oh.
He's like, yo, Mike, there's this thing and this other thing, and the way that, you know, he kind of describes it like how Bo describes things too, where it's like very simple. He's like, you know, I can do this and that and that. And I'm like, wow, that's really dope. And then he'll be like, but this is how you get out of it. And I'm like, wow. You know, this is why I keep teasing Kyle. You know, like every time I see Kyle, I call him sexy, handsome. You know, I make him blush every time. He is not comfortable with gay jokes whatsoever. So, you know, I'll leave him. Yeah. We'll turn you yet, Kyle.
Kyle's
you know, I'll give him a wink and a nod, and we'll just, you know.
Well, I mean, you guys know what the G in AKG stands for.
Yeah.
Gay as shit.
But, you know, I find a lot of value in it, like talking to people before a tournament. Just because of that, or you could at least gauge how people are doing. Like, very useful information would be like, if somebody hasn't slept in a while, dude, lame him the fuck out. I'm like, true. Your patience will be so fucking low, and I'm counting on your reactions being just a little bit off, that I'm gonna fuck with you one way or another with that information.
That was, similar to one of the first things I did when I played fighting games. I was just an asshole and I taunted and I was like, I know this will piss people off.
Yeah.
Piss them off. They're gonna play different.
Yep.
But yeah, that's fuck. I'm like speechless
Don't
right
worry
now.
about it.
It's
so you pick characters. You know, the short version of why you pick the characters.
I pick them because there's got to be some potential in these characters. Okay.
So like you're exploring uncharted territory.
Exactly, and
going where no man has gone before.
Yeah, but at the same time, I also have to find like that right play style. Yeah. Like, it took me a while to really warm up to playing Fong in Street Fighter V. Like,
okay.
You know, it's funny. Like, I remember when the trailer first came out. Immediately, like, on the comments underneath, Milo writes, I found Orry's main. Liked by like 15 people or some shit. I'm just
before I even watched the video, I saw like, I was Orry's gonna play this character.
I was like, man, am I really that predictable? I need to learn mix-ups now.
I mean, like, now I could look at a game and I could just look at the most annoying character and be like, that's Orry was right there.
That's why you actually play Boldo.
If you play Tekken 7, you know, I'm pretty sure you have an idea already, but if I had to guess, it would be like, oh, Lucky Chloe.
Yeah, dude.
Because Lucky Chloe looks so bullshit and annoying, and she has this thing where she dances in front of you. And she's counting. God. She's like 1, 2, 1, 2,
oh,
1,
dude, no,
2.
I've seen Lucky Chloe.
Fuck.
Oh my god, what a troll! I would play that in Tag 2. Like the only few times I played them, who are the two old dudes? You got a Dr.
B.
Dr. B. Oh man.
And then
Wang or Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Okay.
You know, I like that sick thing where where Dr. B just kind of like
farts.
Yeah.
I like that these are such ridiculous moves on these characters. Like that's kind of why I like other than the character being ridiculous, the playstyle is like my main go-to. Yeah. When I figured out how Fong actually plays in 5, I was like, dude, it's a charge character that I can actually play like not necessarily gimmicky with, because when I first played him, it was gimmicks.
Yeah.
But when I started learning like all of the actual solid shit that I need to learn with him, it lets me play a whole different game with Street Fighter V. Like people first think when they play Fong, they're like, he wants to sit back and be a pussy and throw his poison like shit at me, and he wants to do that the whole game, and then the poison ticks away. But why would you want to zone them out if your poison does very little damage, and the best way to keep them poisoned is to force them to block? Yeah. You're adding gray health on top of the poison dotting the other opponent. And they can't do anything about it because all of his stuff is just extremely safe.
Yeah.
I don't know why I enjoyed that so much, because he lays down his traps. It reminds me a lot of, like, they let me play my Marvel characters in one character in Street Fighter V. I can play lame as fuck, or I can put down traps. Like,
that does make sense. I mean, it's still a very technical way to play the game, I think. Like, yeah, you know, your plan basically is to keep poison on people so that while you're doing your block strings, they have even more pressure, because after that block string, all you need to do is hit a light, and there goes all that life right away. And that light will usually transition to another fucking combo, into more poison, into more mix-ups. I hate that character.
yeah,
Fighting against the wall.
Yeah, he makes you, like, once I gain momentum on that character, it actually starts to, like, become frustrating for the opponent. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm saying before, he makes you play his game, and once I got you doing that, then the match is gonna, like,
in your favor.
It's gonna be way in his favor until you can find a way to close that gap. Yeah. He has he struggles with a lot of different weaknesses. Like, he struggles the same as Bison does. Bison can't do anything on wake up, and he doesn't have a reversal. He doesn't have much ways to mix up to end the match.
He doesn't have a way to open you up.
The only way, like, Fong has one decent thing to finish matches, and he has a instant overhead.
Yeah, I've seen Sion do that.
Yeah, and it's, I mean...
Jump light kick? Or jump back light kick?
It's medium. Medium, it just instantly, like... instant overhead. You can... It's funny, because people tell me, like, after matches, they're just like, I was watching for that the whole time, because I'll just sit there, like, applying pressure at their feet, because once it gets to, like, a quarter of their health left, then they can talk all the shit they want about the poison, but once they start taking poison damage, they're like, oh shit, I gotta do
gotta do something, yeah.
Because, like, I could sit there and use his skill that has no stun or a hitbox at all.
Yeah, the V skill.
It just comes at you, and it
poison.
That used to scare me, dude. I
thought
that it would hit me, and I'm like, fuck. And you can't block it. Like, I gotta jump. And his anti-air is so good that it just crouch heavy.
He's got that, and then he's got... it's a really fast anti-air, but it doesn't have much active to it, so you actually have to be good at, like, reacting with it.
Which one?
His medium kick. It just, like, sticks up in the air.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dude, when Fong V-skills, just go at him. Don't even mind.
But that's the
well, that's kind of a trap too, because if you go in too hard, you think that he's just setting stuff. His fucking hitbox is so long.
That's why I was saying, don't mindlessly go at him, you know.
Yeah.
The way the chance to go in, because he's still shooting out with that dumbass pose.
The way that I learned. Yo, you take that back. No. The way that I learned a little bit more of that character was I was watching these, like, basic tutorials from Momochi.
Oh yeah.
And he made that skill sound so much better than what it is written on paper. It's something that you can't block or clash with another projectile. The poison damage is cool and all. It's a bonus because not only do they take poison damage, you gain a little bit of V gauge, but the whole point of the tool is it lets you read your opponent. What is your opponent going to want to do once that's out? Are they going to rush in like Artie said, or are they going to be afraid to want to take any extra damage? Because either way, I'm winning at that point. Yeah. If I can get them to jump, then I made them jump, and I can punish that. If I make them touch that projectile, they're taking poison damage. Yep. So it's like a lot of people can say how shitty it is, but it's a really good way of, like, reading what your opponent's tendencies are for the shit you do.
It's pretty good.
On the other end of that, you just think which option is the least punishing, which is just running into it.
That's the smartest way to look at it.
That is the least punishing option.
It's kind of like with the Mika matchup, man. Mm-hmm. Would you rather take the blender, or would you rather... I mean, like, between the two and the blender, would you rather take all the counter hit damage? Yeah. Or would you rather take an SPD?
I'll just take one throw. Just take the throw. If you really don't know, then you better just take the throw. Or let's say, like, I don't like... That's not like when you rush, falling down when you skills, like, it's not like you just, like, mindlessly go in, like... Just taking the ball and you just blocking after is probably just your best. There's a lot of times the best options.
I think one of the main things that makes him so weak and why people think that he's as bad as he is that he has a really hard time making comebacks. Mm-hmm. You have to be in control of the match from the start. Yeah. Like, otherwise, his V skill doesn't help him, like, make any comebacks. His V trigger doesn't either. You just... He gets stinky hands and fucking wafts him in your face, and that's it.
I don't know, man. I was just watching Avatar before this, and they won because of stink bombs. So I wouldn't count that out.
But
yeah, so...
I think we have that clip that we talked about like an hour ago.
Alright, I know. See, now this is how I've been keeping viewers on, dude. It's midnight already. These motherfuckers are still on because an hour and a half ago, I promised to show them something. Alright.
Wait this long for it.
So here's the backstory. We already talked about this a long ass time ago. First episode, we talked about it on the second episode.
Oh my god, it's been like every
the
episode.
Third episode.
Except for Paula.
We talked about something on the fourth episode. Still don't know what the fuck a KI is. And then we had the boss here. We had Bill, the boss, and I think everybody kind of glossed over this situation. But last time we had Zach here.
Yeah.
And he talked about it. But he had talked about it so much before already that I don't even remember the gist of it. Mm-hmm. But, before we actually started the podcast, he was like, man, do you really want to talk about that again?
But, dude, I have to hear it from both you and John every time, and I'm like, I deserve it. I deserve this.
Well, all right. So the reason why I don't like it, I was actually like that back in the day. Oh. I was a showboat. Like, when I would play somebody and I would counter what they did, this is what I would do. So I would have my hands on the stick, I'm playing, I do dope shit, and then I go this. And then I flip them off, and then I go back to playing. Every fucking time. So, like, if you jump, I DP you, I tell you no, and I flip you off, and then I play. After I do my punish combo, I flip you off. I remember changing hands, and I tell them too. It's like, dude, this is so fucking easy. I changed my hands.
Except killing.
Now, you know how many matches I've won that way? Probably 1 billion by now. But the thing is, the most crushing defeats come from that.
Yeah. Because once...
Yeah, you've already received enough shit for it, so I'm not even going to talk shit about that. But I do kind of want to talk about, like, how you would recover from something like that. Because, BLF happened, and that was fucked up for you. It was probably the dopest moment at BLF. You're basically Justin Wong at EVO moment 37. Do you know that that's probably the thing that he's going to be known for the most? And Justin Wong has accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
But he's the dude
for that.
who did the super, got parried, bodied. Do you guys know what the fucked up part was? Justin Wong was like 16 or 18 at the time. He was a kid. And the whole fucking room, all of EVO, was now cheering for Daigo. Yeah.
Right.
And he still had to play the rest of the set. Yeah.
That was
the first fucking game. They had to play 2 more or 3 more games, whatever the fuck they had to play after that. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty crushing. Now, I'm pretty sure you were happy before this happened,
I mean, I tried not to let it get to me, at the moment of, because, like, I wasn't, like, necessarily really upset. I was definitely upset that I did that because I never thought that I would actually be one to fall into that.
It was the Juicebox Abel in you.
It was, man. Well,
dude, EVO 2011, him and Juicebox Abel were standing next to each other, and I was like, man, we got an Orry impersonator here. Juicebox Abel just gave me like this dirty look. It was like, yeah, you're not as legendary as Orry, bitch.
So, what was going on through, I can tell you after we...
We'll finish this thing.
Okay, so, before it happens, I'm going up against Zach, and before I had to go against him, I was up against Bombi, and at the time, like, man, those two, it still is going like that with all of fucking Shadowlaw, Anchorage,
Shadowloo,
Shadowlaw,
Shadowloo, laying down the law.
Thank you, Zach.
Buy my mixtape, dog. 1995, motherfucker.
So, all of the really well-known Street Fighter V players, like, I felt like I was struggling for a long time when this game came out. I was like talking about it before that I felt very comfortable because I'd consider myself one of the better Street Fighter 4 players. Mm-hmm. Like, I've taken a handful of tournaments through it, and I've gotten top 3 in that game like countless amount of times. Then when 5 comes out, fucking Kyle introduced me to the game and bodies me like 30 matches in a row. I'm like, what the fuck, Kyle? Like, you won't even give me a chance to like learn. I was trying to play the game so much like 4 when it came out that I just could not figure it out. I didn't realize there was like the priority and strengths.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
That the frame data was ass backwards, where heavier, like it reminds me a lot of like KOF. You get more out of like doing the slower shit, but your lighter shit is made for quick punishing.
Yeah.
But aside the point from that, from struggling so much in the game, I was like, damn, I made it to top 8 today. I'm gonna try. Like, I don't know who I gotta play because at the time I'd been stuck in a character crisis.
Yeah.
I was playing Alex and Fang at the time, but the difference being was that with Fang I could actually make the match. Like I said that he has no comeback mechanic, but I can restabilize the match a lot easier than I can with Alex. Alex is like you can play solid with him, but I play him like a glass cannon, and that's my fault. It's just not, like, I really like the play style, but it seems really, it's like playing Mika. It's very 50-50. If the opponent guesses right, it can be a really bad match for you.
Okay, yeah.
So, I go up against Bombi, and it was just a huge, like, confidence boost of, like, just being able to beat him.
Yeah, because Zach said that match is like 9-1. In Karen's favor. But keep going.
Yeah, like, when I had to go up against Zach, this kind of reflects back to the, when me and Bank were playing in Marvel. For the longest time in AKG, after I found out, like, this team that I created in Marvel, I got so used to becoming, like, the hated person in the matches. Like,
yeah.
people, like, I became the villain. I never really wanted that to happen, but nobody wants to see lame shit.
Yeah.
Like, that, they obviously want somebody else to, they obviously wanted, like, the underdog to win. But it sucks because a lot of the matches in Marvel and Street Fighter, they're not the underdog. I'm the fucking underdog when it comes to, like, playing Fang.
Yeah.
So when it came to playing that match against Zach, like, I'd been losing to Zach every tournament. Like, we'd been playing in the online tournaments that Banky was hosting, and we'd go back and forth. I know I made him super fucking salty in one of the brackets, and I would have been too. We went to, he was on match point in winner's side, and it was in grand finals. And I came back from that, reset it, and then went 3-1 against him.
Oh damn! Yeah, I would be salty.
So our matches just keep going back and forth with one another, and I wasn't feeling comfortable with playing Fang in BLF against him because I was like, I know this matchup more. I like this match, Alex versus Ken, because, like, he's told me plenty of times, you fuck up once, Alex is going to hurt you, like.
Yeah.
But when that moment happened, though, I like, you know, it seemed like BLF was so awesome, because even in Marvel, when I was when I was the one that was being cheered against, there were still people cheering my way, and that's how I felt with that match.
Yeah.
This match, like, people were getting hype on both ends, and
oh yeah, dude.
When I thought I had him, like, I was like dead set that I was like, this has got to work.
Yep.
But I was blind because of it. Like, I should have seen, like, the most obvious answer and I couldn't believe that, like, when it happened, Zach was just like stayed calm and was like, I'll react to that, because in the clip, if he did not do it right when he did, he was going to lose.
So, the clip that we've been all teasing today.
Oh, man.
This looks so fast.
Boom, boom, right on that second one. But people have been saying to me, like, you threw away the match right there. It's true. I did throw away the match, but the match was not won on either end. If I didn't pop off, it was V reversal sets it back to neutral.
Yeah.
And
+2.
He's +2?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hey, motherfucker! It does not knock down.
It doesn't matter. He's +2. He sets up for a frame trap after that.
I think most
some
V
guys
reversals that leave you standing are plus.
I'd really get knockdown.
Yeah, I'd prefer the knockdown, man.
But when it, like, that was just so smart on him, because in that clip you saw his health. If he actually took that last hit, and didn't think, like, oh, V reversal. I actually didn't even think about that the whole time. I didn't think you could V reversal critical, because how Ken's works, this is just one solid hit and it does a shitload of damage.
Yeah, I was expecting just chip damage.
Yeah, but it happened, and even if I were still to be on my stick at the time instead of being, like, up on stage, like,
So okay, we didn't see what happened, and a lot of people never will. What did you do off screen?
I, like, you guys can all see it on here. I took my stick, put it down, and, like, looked at the fucking crowd and, like, did the Ryu win pose.
That people's hero pose.
Yeah, dude. Like, I was just like,
he was the people's champ. He's like, yeah, I got this.
I was the people's enemy, man.
And then he fucked up, and then he died.
Public enemy number 1.
I was getting cocky. I did a match before that, because, like, me and Zach were talking. Like, it wasn't necessarily was like just getting cocky, but we were laughing about it, like, the night before. I was like, I just want to do this in tournament. Like, when I win with Alex, I want to just pop off and start doing power squats. Because, like...
Oh, did you do that too?
I did.
Cause you left this out, motherfucker.
Yeah, this is much worse. Like,
so you did winning squats and then you did that?
Not in that.
Oh, okay.
So when he won his first match against Bobby, he did the squats.
Oh, okay.
No, it was the first one against Zach. Because I was playing Alex, and I was just like... I was like, who fucking wins and does power squats? Like, that's literally the fucking worst win pose ever. Like,
Cloud, man.
Cloud does. But I'll always remember that match, whether it was like that didn't even end out the match either. That was just that round.
Yeah.
And if you actually, like, see the rest of round 2, it was actually more, or round 3, it was more hype than that moment. Like, that moment was a good turning point, because he would have actually been
that was the moment of the tournament for me.
Yeah.
Like, we almost broke the dojo. It was me, the other Zach, not the general. Zach from School of Joe. Big dude, kind of my size.
Right.
And then Adam Van de Bogart from Wasilla.
Yeah.
And then
me.
Yeah, and then Jason.
Adam was out here?
Yeah.
I didn't know he goes Wasilla. Oh yeah, that's right, he was at BLF, right.
And he was also a Tekken player.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, we studied some frames, so we're all relaxed. We're like, hey man, this shit's dope. And then that shit happens, we're like, ah!
It was, you know, even though, like, as salty as I was from it, I thought it was still such a sick moment to happen there, because, like, not only was that Marvel match, like, I'd never had anything like that. Had like a crowd of people cheering on for both of us in a match, because, like, most matches when it's between, like, a good and a bad player, one person gets bodied, and it's like nobody's like excited to see that. And then when it's like down to the wire, like people are like, oh shit.
Have you ever thought of too, like, you know, you say people are against you, but maybe that they think that the other person's the underdog. That's why they're against you.
And I've thought about that before, because that's what it was in Marvel once I actually started taking tournaments. It was nobody, and it was that I was taking tournaments with like what people don't like to see. It would have been like, it's satisfying to see it get beat, and I don't blame people for being hyped for that. And you know, I took the, like, after people enjoy seeing me lose, I didn't take it to heart after like the first few times it happened. I was like, man, this sucks. Like, I'm sitting here like in front of a crowd of people, and they're just like, if something bad happens to me, and they just cheer, and then once I do something good, they're just like,
oh, whatever. You have to use that though.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't take it to heart too much now, and it was a lot of fun at BLF. I was like, even though I early popped off, it was well worth it.
All right.
At least for Zach.
Well, it was for, you know, the people watching.
Yeah, no, that was like the most hype I've ever seen.
Alright, so this was like the footage of the crowd while it was happening. Alright, shout outs to the boss for telling me where to find that.
Yeah, that was I've never seen like the AKG crowd so hyped since the I lied, there was one other match, and it was like at one of the first like Senshi cons that was or was it AGC, where it was Neo up on up on stage, and I beat him with Dan, and like people fucking
Senshi-Con.
Yeah, it was Senshi-Con. He like popped, like people were just like, oh shit.
That was the first Senshi-Con that had Marvel, I think.
Oh shit, it's Juicebox. That dude, I finally saw footage of that dude recently. I thought that he stopped playing altogether, but now that KOF is coming back, well, I mean, I don't know if it's coming back or not, but
Next clip.
Alright, Bombi told me to show this too.
oh shit,
And he's
it's
the
actually,
boss. This is the stare down between Orry and the imposter, Juicebox Abel. Oh, they were staring each other down. That was shit.
We knew
that
deep
shit
down
was
inside
dope.
that it was destiny, you know.
Wow. So you guys just look into each other's eyes and go, oh, Juicebox, you are my destiny.
You are my destiny. That's when it starts playing Indestructible.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
That was
That
But it's the scene like where like Juicebox gonna be Ken right here, like smiling at Ryu, and then I'm just like. Damn, bro.
Yeah, this is what Orry thinks about when he's stroking himself. Banana sauce all over.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. So there's just no way that we're going to get through the list of questions that I have.
Yeah,
so that means that there's going to have to be a part 2 of Orry Watson Dojo.
And this was fun. I didn't realize how long this was. We've been just bullshitting, and it's...
Dude, we've been going for almost 3 hours now.
Yeah. Holy shit.
You know, not that I'm trying to cut it already. Where did I put my phone? There was a few things that I wanted to go over with you.
Raph is all... he studied so much.
He's lounging, man. This couch is so comfy. I'm so happy you moved it over here.
You know that pillow you're holding is bending.
Yeah.
Alright. I can't really help you right now, Zach. I need to look up my notes. Ask Bombi about it. He's also a mod on the chat. He might be able to help you with the chat.
This was like
okay. So after that loss at BLF, you know, people were talking a lot of shit, and I can kind of tell that it was a tough loss for you.
it was like...
And I know that there's been like... I know that there's been a few losses like that for you because you've been around for a long time. How do you handle something like that? I'm going to tell you something that might be a little bit embarrassing, but it's actually one of the things that I really admire about you. I'm not going to say who or when this was, but during a Marvel Money match or a tournament match, you had lost and you were, spotted salty in the parking lot, tearing up about it. Actually, manly salty tears coming down your face.
It was,
and like I said, it might be a little bit embarrassing, but fuck, dude, that really shows the dedication you have. Like whenever I play with people, I'm like, oh, this guy's free, but ever since that one tournament that we talked about earlier, Orry is never fucking free. And your legend just grows. But when I heard this, I actually kind of started tearing up too. I'm like, fuck, dude, I know how that feels. I've been there before. Orry brought me there a few times. But I mean, so, how do you handle something like that?
It's been a long time since, I had that same sort of passion. Like, I have a lot of passion playing fighting games. Not only because I enjoy it as a hobby, but, like coming to AKG, like, you guys, everyone that I've met through AKG, like, has welcomed me in some way or another. Like,
yeah.
The fact that it hit me pretty hard. I almost had to shed a tear when, like, Anchorage was willing to just come out to one person's house who doesn't have much going on out in Wasilla to session just outside of town. I was, like, so happy to see, like, and besides that,
AKG is all about love, dude. Like,
it's what the G stands for, man.
Yeah.
NBA.
That gay love. But it's like, I always tell people, AKG is a mix of love and adobo and a lot of salt, and there's already a lot of salt in that adobo. But it's like there's still some love in the salt,
Yeah, see, like, I mean, I like to show, like, I let everyone know, like, especially a lot lately, I just really am grateful to have met, like, all of AKG, because, like, I got my friends outside of fighting games. I got friends, like, through work, bullshit and all this. Coming to AKG is, like, it's a group of people that share the same passion for one thing, just like the FGC is, but we, even when there's the salty moments, like you mentioned, that there's a lot of salt in here, we still hold each other up. Like, no one, there's not, like, most communities outside of here, when we've been to EVO, like, we've been told that, like, they like our group a lot because, we know how to, like, have a good time.
Yeah, we're really a tight-knit community.
And when it came to, like, those kind of losses, like, I just, the amount of passion I had in wanting to win, it hit me pretty hard, and I was like, I just wanted to get better. Like, I didn't want to lose, and how I started handling that, like, from that, like, it wasn't from that day on, but I mean, like,
yeah,
it really
sounds from earlier.
Yeah, it really made me think, like, I have to actually study, not what I'm going to do in these next matches. I need to study what I need to beat. Like, that's, like, it came down to, like, character matchups, knowing, like, going back through videos that, like, had happened through stream, like, rewatching my mistakes. I did a lot of that. When I drive home from Wasilla after a tournament, I go straight to the archives to see, like, what happened, what went wrong,
what you could have done better.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's actually a really good response to have in that moment, dude.
Don't get me wrong. Those there's car rides home where Kyle's, like, not, like, he's afraid to look at me because I'm just, like, sitting there, like. Like, I handle my anger in some not the best ways, but it is pretty funny. I've been told, like, when I get salty in between matches, like, rather than, like, throwing a controller or, like, punching something, I'll just sit there for a second, just, like, give myself a good second to, like, breathe in, breathe out, and it's like, cool down. Don't let it get too hard. And then there's matches where, like, I get just super pissed off and I lose because I'm salty.
It happens. It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That was a really good discussion, dude.
I know.
Alright, so, like, since you talked about, like, some... You know, that's a really good way to recover. Like, I actually learned that style from Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Neo would come here and he would play on my Xbox and my computer, basically telling me to go to sleep. He's like, I'm taking over now. I'm going to do all this shit. But I would watch him play and he would, you know, run his win streak. And then somebody would beat him.
Right.
He goes straight into the labs it out, and then sends the guy a request. And then they'll play, and if it's satisfactory, he won't go back into the lab. But regardless if he wins or he loses, he still goes back to the lab if he's not satisfied with how he's fixed the problem.
And that's... A lot of players get... Like, they're uncomfortable to do that, in my opinion. When people start to see that they win, and this is like online players especially, they will take the win, and they won't try to get anything more out of it. They'll take the win and think that they're the better player, rather than, like, if they take the loss and just bitch about it, they don't want to become too uncomfortable with the situation. Like, if the person could potentially beat them, most of the time they'll take the win and fucking leave. But players that lose and learn from their mistakes, in my opinion, it's one of the best ways you can learn, like, to get better at the game. Like, it takes a lot of losses to get, like, a few wins. But I mean, those wins, like, when you finally figured out that you've broken that plateau that you've been climbing, like,
it's so satisfying.
You're like, I leveled up. You could feel it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, when you have those moments. So speaking of which, you know, you've been teaching people how to play, and this is a very interesting subject to me because I've taught people how to play, and in the years that I've been teaching people how to play, I picked up things from other people, you know, like certain training methods, and it's really worked out. But I was curious, you know, what's your process?
Because of being out in Wasilla, I've always wanted to build a bigger scene out there. I wanted more of a like, not necessarily a challenge, but I just wanted a variety. I wanted other people to be able to play other people in this community, and then find out, like, this player's beating me bad, I gotta figure out how to beat him. Like, there's always a kryptonite to another player. Yeah, yeah. And in Wasilla, it was really hard to train a few different members, because some people, they're either hungry or they're not. Yeah. And so I stopped. Like, I'll still try to train others who, you know, claim that they want to learn, and even though they're not learning much out of it, you know, I try to either slow down the pace or just, you know, going back to basic fundamentals, like the stuff that I learned from that dude from Brazil. Yeah. That dude from Brazil, that dude.
Shoutouts to that guy. If you ever find this podcast, do you know what your username was?
It was just Orry Watts.
Okay, so if you remember your student Orry Watts, he's a fucking legend. Send us a comment. You know, we would like to thank you personally. I'm pretty sure Orry would love to give you a blowjob.
He was nodding his head.
Yeah, dude. I fell in the trap, man.
I know. John would be so proud of me right now.
Dude, that...
So, like, you know, like, when you train people, you start them with fundamentals before you show them combos, or do you show them combos before you do the fundamentals? Like, Which way do you do it?
So recently, and I found it the most effective way, is I like to start with, like what we were talking about with the basic fundamentals, but I also like to explain, like, there is more to it than that. Like, I used to not like to get to the advanced stuff at all, because it's a lot to take in.
Oh, yeah.
But what I've been doing is just been, like, slowly getting at, like, I sit them down for a few hours, and I'm like, I just want you to get familiar with, like, what your character does. Why do you play this character?
Yeah.
Like, what do all of his buttons do?
Yeah. Check out the tools.
Mm-hmm. Practice your tools. Practice execution. That's just day one. Day two, I set him up for, like, going into training. Like, hey, we're going to start practicing combos. Like, what are you going to do off of this into this? Like, it's pretty basic at first.
Yeah. But
if you don't play against other people, you're not going to, you know, you only get, there's, like, 3 different versions of training, in my opinion.
Okay.
You've got sitting in the lab and being in training mode. That's where your execution, where you start learning your setups and becoming familiar with the muscle memory.
Yeah.
Then there's sessions where you learn a bit from it, but it gives you a good opportunity to really practice for character matchup knowledge. Same with online play. That's how I like to put this both in the same category, but sessions just do it better.
Yeah. And
then there's the tournament. Like, when you're in tournament...
So you consider tournament as part of training?
It is, because you're playing for something. And once you're playing in tournament, if you really want to win, your mindset changes in those tournament matches than in the casual matches. So, taking...
That's pretty smart.
Taking the... that's why in 4... I switched characters so consistently, because or not consistently, but so constantly. Yeah. Because there was no other way I was going to get better with those characters. When I wanted to pick up a new character, like, I don't care if I was going to win the tournament or not. I just wanted to test my strengths with this character. If it was going to be the next character that I actually wanted to main, or
just another one in your list.
Yeah, and I feel that, like, tournament knowledge, or not knowledge, but just training from playing in a tournament helps so much in the long run, because you start to understand a lot of these basic tools a lot more, because you're put in this situation to play against this person that you probably never played before, or if you have played against it before, you're figuring out, like, what do I got to do against him the next time I play him, or then there's the tournaments later where you see progress. You beat that person that's been beating you because you reflected back on the matches that they beat you. You, like I said, when I get salty from, like, losing in tournaments, I would go back to the archive and see, like, what is it that I'm doing wrong in this match? What is he doing? What is going through his head when I'm doing this? And then I bring it back the next time. Like, I only want to come back stronger when I lose. And I feel that that's, like, it all boils down to taking your losses. I only want to train people who are willing to take those losses.
Yeah. Actually, that kind of brings me to Kellen. So Kellen told me that he doesn't mind losing. And I was like, wow, I really want to train this guy in Tekken. But he's like, but I want to play Street Fighter V right now. Yeah. I'm like, I don't even own that fucking game. And then I saw him play Street Fighter, and the one thing that made me want to teach him is I saw him do V-skill into throw. And man, I don't know if I've ever done this to you, Orry, but you might have seen me do this before in Street Fighter 4, where I go away full screen, and then I walk up all the way to throw somebody. Mm-hmm. And seeing, somebody do something similar, I'm like, wow, this guy's hungry. But yeah, I mean, what you're saying kind of confirms something that I've been theorizing lately. Mm-hmm. There aren't really that, in my mind, there really isn't a good teacher. There's only good students, like...
more willing to learn.
Yeah, like, people who are really hungry will really try to understand how you're giving it to them, like, what you're presenting to them, rather than what you were telling me off-stream. You would notice if people were really hungry because they'd be really trying to do this combo you showed them, or they're just fucking around. They're just pressing random buttons for no damn reason, wasting your time.
If they are hungry enough, they will learn. Like that's just it. There was a ton of matches that like Kyle, Luke, all of the people I played against, and especially James recently. James is the main one that I can think of that he will constantly play me, and I can actually see improvement because he's learning from it. He all with the training that I've been doing with these other players, I've been like, I don't sandbag or anything either. Like I don't like to play against them. They want to play matches. I'll only do that once I feel that they are gonna comfortably play in a match where it's not them trying to do shit in the match, but where they actually can understand what's going on in the match. Yeah. And I trained that by like recently with playing with Brandon. I taught him when you approach, you have two different types of normals. You have ones that are good for keeping them at distance. Some people will tell you that these moves are good because they're poking them out, but other people will say they're garbage because you don't get anything off of it, because most of the time a poke doesn't lead into anything. But
they don't realize the value.
They don't realize the value of that. So I taught them the difference between being able to poke and being able to use different normals for other purposes. I told them every normal has a purpose in the match, especially in this game. In this game, there's we talked about this the other night ago, that there's not many wasted resources.
Yeah.
And
like, which is really nice, because Zach was saying that there's like 100 moves in Tekken. You know, is there really a use for all of them? And there really isn't.
Yeah. And a lot of these different games, that's what I actually really liked about 5, is that they cut a lot of the bullshit. Like 4 had a lot of moves like that, where it's like, why would you even use this?
Yeah.
And then they cut the bullshit, and they like, there are some stupid moves in 5, but they do have their purposes.
Yeah.
I taught him being able to work with the 2, being able to control your spacing, like what I was talking about earlier with the neutral game. Yeah. You're winning the neutral game if you are making your opponent play the way that you want them to.
Yeah.
And he started understanding that, especially when I taught him, like, with the frame data, how to properly abuse it. Like,
yeah, this is how you use frame data.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important. Like, some people will scoff at others for, like, showing a new person how frame data works.
Mm-hmm.
Because they learned it so much later on, but they don't realize the value of learning it earlier on, like having that integrated into your game already, where you're already thinking about, oh, my button takes this much time to start. How much does their button take to start? And how can you take advantage of that?
And in this game, too, like, having advantage is actually huge. Compared to 4, like, it doesn't feel the same, because you can pretty much mash out a light and it will, like, kind of break it back to neutral. But in this game, you press buttons, you get punished for it. And using plus frames can also be a really good way to open up your opponent. It has to be, because if you're not hitting them, you have to find a way to, like, if they end up pressing a button when they shouldn't, then that's how you open them up. But if they start playing overly, like, defensive and not pressing anything, you can mix them up with a throw. You can command grab them if your character has one. And it kind of goes down to, like, rock, paper, scissors at that point. You're using DP for invincibility, which beats frame traps. Yeah. Frame traps beat grabs, and grabs beat blocking. So there's all sorts of ways to open people up, and I just think that's
blocking beats DP.
Yeah.
Just to close out that circle.
Yeah.
My next question was actually going to be, like, you know, how your mindset works in those situations, but you pretty much discussed this throughout the podcast, so
yeah,
it's pretty good.
To keep it short, when I put myself in a situation, like if I'm either blocking or if I'm attacking, right after that attack, I spread out the options of what I can do from here. If I landed a cross up but they blocked, do I block because they tend to mash, or do I try to go for something with frame advantage, or do I command grab? Like, you choose your options. not necessarily option selecting.
But you're actually thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because some people get too set on like
one game.
This is the best option, and I've been preaching this for a while now. The best option is not always the best option. For instance, if you look at the frame data and everything, it does say it dictates something, right?
Right.
Like, oh, this is a frame trap. It's like, well, have you never considered this motherfucker might be mashing DP? It's like your frame trap might be the best option, but you could just block and that's the better option in this particular situation.
Yeah, and that's when the person that's putting on that pressure that can set up for frame traps, he has to know, like, what are the other ways they can open up, because you can constantly give that pressure on them, but they can constantly block. Like, there's got to be...
Well, like, some people don't realize the value in silence.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you're, like I was talking about earlier, fighting games can also be equated to like a conversation with a girl or just a conversation. Sometimes a long pause, like when you ask somebody something, which what we'll call the frame trap. You're trying to make them answer a particular way, but then this guy just goes silent. And you can't tell what they're thinking because the conversation is bouncing back and forth. Buttons are being pressed. And then this guy just goes dead. And then you're like, is he afraid right now? Is he planning something? Is he waiting for something?
I've witnessed that, and that actually puts a lot of fear on me. Like,
that scares the fuck out of people.
Because they don't know, like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna pull out the ultimate move, and they need like jabs. Oh shit! He waited just for the right time.
Yeah, it's like I remember one of my strats in Street Fighter V was that Street Fighter 4 was that I would empty jump cross up. And then walk up, 2-step, then DP. And man, it hit people every time because
that's the Daigo.
Yeah, it would scare them.
It's so good. Like I've been hit by you one too many times with that, because like how Ryu's got that, like, right after he gets up in your face, he kind of does that stutter.
Yeah.
Because you're going back to block, and then immediately after DP comes out, or the stutter happens, and then I get grabbed. Like, it's I get really scared when people start reading my wake up really well. Like they start like doing all the right options. Like, fuck, this is over. I can't let it be over. But damn, this guy is not gonna let me win. That's how, like, I try not to think when I lose that it was like, I used to think like, man, I could just do better. Part of me says that I could do better, but there, like, a few years back, I just came to the realization, I'm just like, this dude put in the work. Like, this dude's badass. He fucking beat me for how much have I been practicing this game,
Yeah.
I just think it's, that's why I respect, like, Zach as a player. Like, me and him, I feel... I've been told by somebody in AKG that we learn fighting games in a very similar way. Like, our play styles are similar to an extent.
Okay.
Like, I think it's because we were both online, but at the same time, I think we just kind of have the same approach when it comes to it. And when I see players like him, Banky, or Jason, or Artie, any of these guys that I've legitimately lost to, where it's not just like getting bodied by them, it's come down to the wire and they win. Like, I respect that. Like, I respect that hella, because like, I may be salty at my loss, but they fucking put in the work.
Yeah, they fucking have to against you, dude.
But
like, you wouldn't know how to beat Orry council sessions we've had.
You guys have the unholy council. Fuck this guy from Wasilla.
Well, I mean, we have to defend the Black Sentinel from the burning crosses. I mean,
so what's really fucking funny
justice,
about
right?
God damn. At this last Marvel side tournament, Jason fucking, like, right when we start playing, I picked my costumes, and he's like, "You don't play the White Beautiful Joe anymore?" I was like, No, man, I put that away. Oh man, this is...
Yeah, I mean, I've been a mistaken racist just a couple weeks ago, where I posted this picture of a black guy being tackled by a white cop guy.
See, and that's like...
And
do you remember the Jamal Bush post?
Yeah.
Coon.
Yeah, the picture I made that was supposed to be my my team.
Yeah.
And Bombi writes, that coon, because it had the most shitty photoshopped raccoon, like, pet, like, doing this, like, Dr. Doom's shoulder. It's like... And then Jamal Bush is like, what the fuck does that mean, dude? And so I was like, yo, the picture is right there.
Yeah.
Like, no one here is being racist.
Yeah, so I always thought you were a white guy, but you're not a white guy.
Nah, man, I'm half Hispanic.
Okay, see, and
Are you really?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Panamanian.
So
He's what?
Panamanian?
Well, that's random. What the heck?
That's random. That's the mix-up.
you see, this is the legendary Orry Watts, man. This guy has more secrets than Batman, motherfucker. You better watch out.
Yeah, dude. When me and Kyle hang out, I call him Alfred. Like, no, he's...
Shoutouts to Kyle, by the way. I want to have him here someday.
As far as anything salty goes, that I wanted to get to that. I am salty at that dude for like losing hope lately. Like, he's so fucking smart. He could, like, everyone has said it to him when this game came out. You're playing the Collie? What the fuck? You're not playing Birdie?
Yeah, I thought he was playing Birdie.
There's this character that's designed specifically for fucking Kyle in this game. It's this stupid fat character who fucking eats donuts, bananas, and uses soda cans. Why wouldn't Kyle play that?
Literally.
And so he chooses the coolest character in the goddamn game. He went back to his roots. He was like, Akuma's not in the game. I can play somebody else who can go, Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm sorry, Artie. You look so fucking tired.
Yeah, man, it's all good.
Right. So we've pretty much reached that point. Like, dude, we can fucking talk all night.
Yeah.
Raph can just sleep here. He's just been chilling the whole time, but...
Well, you guys are having your fun. I was...
So the salt that you have goes to Kyle.
It goes to Kyle as well as, like, man, it's just...
There's actually salt falling.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Just a little bit for Raph.
Yeah, dude.
Raph doesn't really get too salty.
Raph, what about you? Who are you salty about?
Do you have any salt?
Oh, shit. Let me think.
Okay.
Let me think.
So, let me see. Do I have salt this week? Man. Okay, I do have salt. Fuck you, Capcom, for making stupid-ass characters that I fucking hate. But I love Orry Watts, though, even though he plays those fucking characters. But I fucking hate you, Capcom. Fuck you. Well, Raph is still thinking.
Oh, no, I got it.
Okay. Raph.
I got two.
The salt. Oh, he's got two!
Damn.
See, Raph never disappoints, man.
Today at the tournament, man, people still didn't shower.
Back on part 2.
The Smash players again, part 2.
I walked into the crowd. I'm like, man, it is musky. I was like,
Like it's a restaurant too.
I know. I was like, come on, man.
How
like,
do you overcome the power
dude,
of the smell of pizza?
Take
With other pizza.
Like, I know this annoys the Smash people, but fuck, take a fucking shower. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
you guys give me shit for saying it, but fuck, you guys aren't showering. What else do you want me to say? Just like,
you know.
All right,
it's like I get where Raph is coming, because like, even if they can't half-ass it, they have to full-ass it, because like I've seen some of them like just go outside and spray themselves with like Axe body spray.
Really?
It's like that only causes a funk.
yeah,
Like, it's like
mix of like.
All right.
It's
This
like
actually-
amazing shit. Is all
We're gonna go back to that Avatar issue that I was talking about earlier. So
Yo,
they had a problem with gas. Like, there was this gas that they couldn't smell. So what they did was they took rotten eggs and added it to the gas so that they could smell where the gas was leaking from. And this is basically what you Smash players are doing. You guys are taking something that widens the range of your stank. Alright? Your stank might be like range 1, you know, like it's actually not even range 1, it's throw range. And you're not Bison, right? It's like, you're not even Bison yet. But
and
dude,
you're not Bison.
You fucking put this shit on, and now you're Virgil with swords around you. But the swords are 10 times longer, because now we can fucking smell you from outside.
They use Evo strategy number 31, dude. They come in and
they're
like,
up.
They gotta... How is my opponent gonna focus if I stink?
Yeah.
It only works so much, dude. That some people can come in and like they'll be wearing those masks.
Yeah.
You know, like.
See, no, that's smart counter strategy. But I have a counter for that though. Like, you know, this is what AKG should do. Before somebody goes into a match, they should bukkake that person.
Wow. What the fuck, dude?
And then have that person stand outside for about 30 minutes before pools.
This just took a...
And you'll be...
This took a turn for the worse.
Alright, Raph. Fire off your second one before we delve any deeper into the depths of my perverted mind.
Second one is to Banky because he didn't go to the tournament today.
Oh, Banky!
It was his anniversary today.
I know, he has his reasons, but that's still
That's a good reason.
Well,
I didn't make it.
Yeah.
I can't be salty about that.
Like I've told Jason, I only take 2 acceptable things. Either something is very wrong, like you're physically ill, or somebody in your family is ill, and you can't go, or you're getting pussy. And that means that he better get pussy. If you didn't get pussy today, Banky,
this belongs to you.
Salt all over your dick.
It's the 50-50.
Oh man, that's bad for her though.
It's ribbed for her pleasure, bro. What are you talking about?
God
Speaking of ribbed for her pleasure, my banana sauce all over your face, neck, and chest goes to the general this week because he finally took a bracket. I was telling him last week on the podcast.
I saw that.
That a lot of people have been telling me they don't know why he hasn't won yet.
So it's actually banana sauce.
Okay.
Wow,
Orry is a banana sauce virgin. But after this, he will know why this banana sauce is very important. You guys can get this at Walmart, by the way. $2 or something. We are now sponsored by Jason. So, do you have banana sauce going all over anybody's face today?
Dude, it's fucking good.
Yeah, dude. See, Raph's Filipino, man. He fucking knows.
Banana sauce is
you guys and your ketchup, man, you will never, ever have ketchup again, dude.
Oh, dude. And the peanut butter, the Filipino peanut butter.
Oh, yeah.
The really sweet one.
Yep.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter's always sweet.
No, but it's like...
Dude,
this one's like godlike, dude.
You don't know, man.
You don't know, dude. Like, this shit is real, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't eat I don't like peanut butter at all, but this peanut butter was like the shit. Like, I was addicted to I was idiotic to spoonful.
Alright, man. He's got to get to his banana sauce.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Or you. What about you, Raph? Do you have one?
Yeah, it's the same as yours.
Banana sauce to peanut butter from the Philippines. From Raph and me.
Yeah.
And also the chicken joint, man.
Dude, Yum Burgers. Fuck the chicken.
Oh, man. You just haven't tried it yet, bro.
Oh, I know, man. Chicken joint is the shit.
I got 2 people that I just want to like sauce with banana all over the face.
Damn, son.
All over your face.
First, it's gotta be Mike.
Yes, I'm getting lucky. Fuck the stream. Let's go, Orry. Or actually, let's stream this shit.
Get banned.
Oh shit! Pull your pants down.
Whoa. Orry just stands up.
Mike, we talked about this. I'm not Kyle. I'll never be him. Like, I come from Wasilla, but
he's too far right now, and I'm fucking horny.
So, Mike, for bringing me in here today to, God, we talked about a lot.
Yeah, dude,
like,
it's fucking fun.
I couldn't believe how much we just got taken care of. But, the food, man, Mike's meat in my mouth.
Yep, everybody likes that.
It's my kryptonite, man. But like, to anyone else that this can go to, it's gotta be those hungry players. Like they need more banana sauce in their diets. But those hungry players that have been shown the work that have been like coming under my wing. You know, like
you're the
my saucy wing.
You're the wind beneath Orry's wings.
I love seeing improvement and seeing the results. Like all of those players out there. Like it's not even just the people that I've been training with, but the new generation that have been playing. You guys.
I guess we just call them 16ers, huh?
16ers.
The 16ers!
Hey, it's 16ers. I'm an 09er technically, but...
Yeah, 09er.
09er and 16ers.
And 16ers.
We'll get 21ers later.
Yo, we've got a request to do a meat spin.
Is that Bombi?
Yeah, it's Bombi. So wait, don't Bombi's talked about meat spins before? God damn it.
You should have seen it, dude.
No. You should have, seen it? What? God damn.
Alright.
Dang.
Wow.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, you guys you had the same one for peanut butter.
Actually, I also forgot Matt Savage.
Yeah,
shout out.
Oh, yeah, Matt Savage, yeah. That was a pretty good turnout today.
I wasn't able to make it out, but Zach and Artie told me all about it.
It was pretty
Sounds
fun.
really awesome. I hope he does more events. And, this goes to everybody who does events. Shout outs to you guys. So, in conclusion, be excellent to each other. Don't be a fucking scrub. Learn the matchups. Oh, Banky is in the...
That's good. But
Banky,
you missed out.
We were just talking shit about you, bro.
Oh, man.
But yeah, shout outs to everybody who has been in the chat and has listened for hours and hours. Banky coming in at 1:06.
Bobby, LOL, Banky. It's
what
over.
the hell? All right.
It's
Banky,
over.
Bobby, Zach, whoever wants to come over right now and play some Street Fighter, I'll run it till 4. Come over. I'm starting the games in now. Well, we're going to study some frame data first because we're scholars. So, peace out, everybody.